Good evening. Hello, 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 hello. There was an attempt to start early today. That didn't happen. So like, I actually got out of work a little bit early today. And the intent was come home, decompress, start streaming, play something else up until 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. Eastern, just to like let people come in for the thing that I've been neglecting to provide any information for the last few weeks. What actually happened is I got home, I sat down and looked at my computer screen for a period of time, disassociating. And then got into a voice chat with some friends and yucked it up for a bit, and then got distracted by Rin playing Slay the Spire. Anyway, here I am. Within the hour, biggest pile of bullshit I've ever said in my life. I said I'd be live within the hour, and we're just mildly 20 minutes, 22 minutes outside the hour. Got there though, got there. Yeah, I don't know. There was a plan, there was an attempt, mission failed, we'll get it next time. But yes, hello. Happy Friday, Wiggle. Hope you're doing well. I was watching you, watching me. Well, watching Ren. I want to play Slay the Spire 2 now. I liked Slay the Spire 1. The original. I shouldn't say 1 because, Anyway, I liked Slay the Spire, the original Slay the Spire game. Was I really good at it? No, I didn't really invest the time that I think it needs. Like, I didn't do any of the Ascensions, which I realize is like arguably the bulk of the game, right? Like, I played through on all the characters and did the thing a couple of times. I really like the Ironclad, like the basic ass dude, and the rogue like dude. So I don't know, I kind of want to play Slay the Spire 2. The Necromancer looks dope. I know it's not called the Necromancer, but like the bony witch giant hand person looks pretty dope. Now I really want to play. After watching somebody else play, like I watched a little bit of another streamer play and was like, man, I kind of want to get the game now. But now it's like, after watching I really want to play Slay the Spire. So maybe I'll get it. Maybe I'll play it. It is a game that's very susceptible to backseating, but I have a rule against that. So if anyone comes in here and does that, we just take them to a farm up north. at least for a little bit. We at least take them to a farm up north during the duration of me playing that specific game. And if they choose to come back, great. And if not, then well, good riddance. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll see. But yeah. How long do I stall before I start? I'm already an hour and 24 minutes late. How long do I stall before I play the big reveal? That's not gonna be nearly as exciting as anyone probably hoped it would be. So honestly, I saw a post of the game that I'll be playing and was like, this is not something I would normally play. Like, my initial reaction was like, this is not something that I would play. But for some reason, I kind of want to play it. And not for the initial obvious reason. Not for the initial obvious reason of why some people might want to play it. I don't know what the draw is. Maybe because theoretically it should be atmospheric. And I like a game that builds an atmosphere. So who knows? So maybe it'll be a wash. If it's a wash, then we won't do 2 days in a row. And I'll switch to something else. I promise not Arc Raiders. The Arc Raiders is getting an update next week. So I might have to play more Arc Raiders. I don't know. But yeah, I guess I haven't booted the game yet. Do I do that? Make sure it works. So why not? Why not? That's why we're here. So hopefully this doesn't like cause any problems on booting. Sometimes I gotta play a game and it's just like so poorly optimized that, oh, okay, things are happening. Okay. I mean, when I say that things are happening, it's like the usual things. Like there's more immersive, oh, couldn't read that fast enough. I'm gonna gatekeep a little bit longer. I'm gonna gatekeep, oh God, there's a box that I need to press. Wait, what? Okay. Volume. I'm just gonna gatekeep it while I do the settings. The music is nice. I know you can't see it yet. I'm working on it. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to switch to gaming. Do the thing where I go off in the corner. I don't know if I might need to move perspectives a bit. So I share the screen first? Yeah, let's share the screen first. I suddenly forget how OBS works. There we go. So this game is called D1AL-ogue. D1AL-ogue? D1AL-ogue. This game is called D1AL-ogue. I think it's like Romanian. No, okay. I actually don't know. I think this is a Japanese developer, like, you know, indie developer when I say that. I don't know for sure. I actually have zero. D1AL-ogue. Minecraft? Huh? You want me to play do you want me to rob you of, I mean, you're right now the solo voice. Do you want me to rob you of what you invested channel points for to go play Minecraft instead? Because I will. Hi Joro, hello. We're playing Destiny 1 D1AL-ogue. Jesus, no, I want to see this. Do you actually want to see this? I feel like it's like, this is not something that I would typically play. And seeing how I had to select a streamer mode, I already think that this is more than what I thought it was. So I went to go do the settings, right, before I showed the screen. And then I see streaming mode, and that has me a little concerned. That has me, like, obviously it's stream safe if they have a streaming mode. That is now checked off. But that was like, I think it's supposed to be borderline. Well, you'll see. I guess I know I have information that you don't have about what this game is. So anyway, for all I know, this will be cringe and weird and awful and I'll hate it. Or, I don't know. Like I said, I don't play these types of games, so this one drew me in a bit. Oh, did I have to read? Oh god, okay. I'll leave that decision up to you, boss. What do you mean? Play Minecraft? No, I kind of want to play this. That's what I'm saying, is like, I don't usually like playing things like this, gameplay-wise and whatever aesthetic-wise. But the atmosphere of this one drew me in. So it's kind of like, I'm going to give it a shot, but also like, depending on what the dialogue is that I'm reading, maybe not today. Maybe not today on stream. I don't know how risky it gets. It's gonna be like uncomfortable weird for you, then I'm fine with you giving it a miss. Don't think it's gonna be uncomfortable weird. I just don't know how cringe it is. You know, like that's kind of the thing with these games. Like what was it? I never played Vampire Survivors, for instance, but there is a game that I did play that was a Vampire Survivors like called Death Must Die, and mechanically the game is really good, but holy shit, the writing is so ass. If you could play the true. That's what I'm saying. Is it's just like, I don't know. So that was commitment for the bit. Oh god, I still have to edit that. Maybe I'll edit it in time for this year's special that day. God, genius. Strategically planned. Anyway, where was I going? I'm not I've read a lot of like cringe scripts. I say a lot like it's something I frequently do, but I've read out loud more than a couple cringe scripts in my time. There was the one that we were just talking about. Oh god, I was about to say Sekiro, which is not that game. Seiko, that game. I read that one, but before that, I was on Fell's stream once, and I partially read some of the probably not stream safe Omegaverse thing that she was playing. Questionable choice on her behalf to play that on stream. I participated. So it's not like it's a comfort thing. It's just like, it's more of a enjoyment thing. Is it gonna be so cringe that I die from reading cringe? We'll see. Or will it be good? I don't know. The setting seems good in this. So, but reading simulator, my poor tired voice is gonna get more sore and tired. I've been on this one frame for like 10 years already. All right. Took a drink of my insert gamer sub name. Oh my god. I already can't read. Mike, no, that's not. I was almost gonna say hello, Michael. That's definitely Michelle. All right. Hello, Michelle. How are you doing over there? I seem to have gotten a bit used to life in Chroma City. Instead of the rising sun, I've started dividing my days by payment approvals and insufficient funds. The light monopolized by Sunshine Corp has replaced the sun, and most things are solved with price tags. I wish beer was the only thing I had to pay for. Right? The price of beer went up again recently. Everything is going up except for two things, the sun and my income. But Michelle, everything comes at a high price except for the value of labor. But I can find some stability, at least, while I'm working. When I drifted here after we parted ways, I thought my incompetence was the reason for our breakup, and that thought still weighed me down. I can't say things are completely different now. But here, at least, while I'm holding on to my work, that weight lifts just for a moment. And I do this thing when I read these, that I start reading it as the dialogue's popping up, and then I like try to, I start out good and then I piece together the second part of the sentence, regardless of how much I earn. For that time, at least, I have the assurance that I won't collapse. The people I meet, the conversations we have, and what I come to feel. I want to tell you about it. On the second floor of the commercial district, slightly away from the city center. Repair Clinic D1AL-ogue. Place where the outside noise recedes with just a few words of small talk. Oh shit. Thank you so much for the raid one. Thank you Stell Luna. Holy shit, Stell Luna. I don't know why I stumbled on that. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, welcome in raiders. Hello. I just barely started and I'm playing D1AL-ogue. Which I don't know. Were you playing that as well? Were you playing this as well? Yeah, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. If you need to do any post-raid care, please feel free to go get water, get food, get sleep, get rest, etc. Completely understand, but yes, welcome and thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Hope you had a fantastic stream, and if you are going to stick around, tell me what you're doing, how you were doing, what you were doing, all that fun stuff. I would love to hear it. But yes, hello. That was probably a lot. If you, oh, I switched to the wrong screen. If you're playing this game, that was probably like a lot to like come in on. I need like a second raid. I need a second raid notification because I get the sound and then that cues me to hit the button to make the whole fanfare thing. I need like a more chill one when I'm playing more chill games. I need more chill raid noises than flashing lights all the time. Yes, thank you for the raid. The raid just finished playing Misfortune. I don't know what Misfortune is. What's Misfortune? You say Misfortune, despite me not playing League, I immediately think of the League character. Misfortune. Fortune. Oh no. Like, wait, Little Misfortune? A more chill raid alert would be good for that. Yeah, photosensitive streamer. Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. Oh, little Misfortune. I think I saw, who was it? I've seen somebody play, I think I watched a little bit of like Lily Peachy playing this once upon a long ass time ago. Was it any good? Would you recommend it? Hate to raid and run, talk to you later. No, that's totally fair. Please take care of yourself, do your post-raid care, get water, get food, get all that good stuff, get rest. Thank you again. I appreciate it. And have a good night. It was bittersweet. I will make a mental note. It's in my search history now nonetheless. Yeah, thank you so much. Don't criticize my naming skills. I already have criticized their naming skills in the title menu. Oops. Whoops. Because in Chroma City, they give estimates for heartbreaks and charge for repairs. That's already corny. December 14th. Oh, okay, Michelle. Lame. I said the name is totally lame. And Chris, did you have a beer? What's with the sentimental nonsense? It's early in the morning. I was thinking about a customer from yesterday. And I couldn't help it. He came in saying his portable virtual chip was stuck. But maybe it activated during repairs. Because he started running around the room like crazy, swinging a leather belt at me. Thanks to him, my dial equipment almost bit the dust too. That's because you have such a shady and lame name. Only customers fitting that description would show up. Heh. Don't tell me. You're talking about the oasis of Chroma City, bathed in neon light. D1AL-ogue Repair Clinic. Our repair clinic is an all-around sanctuary that provides not just quick and accurate repairs, but also emotional stability through comfortable conversation. That shady name is exactly why Eves need repairs. Turn away and go elsewhere. Needing repairs, turn away and go elsewhere. Emotional stability for Eves? That feels less like shady and more like creepy. Is that why you habitually make Eves? Okay. Okay. To be precise, it's active discharging overheated coolant. Your phrasing is misleading. Same difference. Okay, this, I mean, arguably real conversation. What do you mean same difference? You're probably the only one who describes it like that. Stop spouting nonsense so early and check your equipment already. Are you not opening for business today? You used to love stories like this. Even though you used to sing about wanting to become an Eve when you were little. Shut up. Seems like the hangover from yesterday's beer is pretty bad. And speaking of Eves, why don't you replace the outdated equipment in your repair clinic? Using a dial when... How would you even say that? Should I be like enunciating D1AL this whole time? Defile. Oh, wait, that actually kind of works. Defival. Using, well, I guess, no, because like the 1 is like an I, right? So it's dial, so then the 5 would be like an S, so DeSal. Like, what does this want from me? Using it doesn't work in like conversation like it does in spelling. Using a dial when D1AL-ogue is already out is disrespectful to them. What you're overlooking is that the oh god, there's more. D1AL equipment is strictly specialized for diagnosis. The diagnostic performance was so good from the 1st generation that even with the 5th generation out, it hasn't improved dramatically. Then what's the difference? The main advancements are in unit synthesis. Convenience in the synthesis process, overclocking synthesis parts, firmware, modification, etc. However, I can make up for the dial's lagging synthesis performance purely with the touch of my fingertips. That's actually kind of impressive. Okay. Crucially, if I upgrade to a newer generation, why? Is there an extra subscription fee? There would be no point in having registered the business as D1AL-ogue. You don't seem to get it. A little wit breathes vitality into a weary life, and also seeing the strangely named repair clinic operating normally. I guess your skills really are unquestionable. Then, it should be a breeze if I suddenly test you with the standard D1AL practical level 1 mock maintenance, right? Practice repair. Prove Michelle wrong about your skills. Target move. Target moves 20. Okay. Target moves 20. It's been a while since the last mock maintenance. Let's take it step by step. Play a tutorial. Yeah, we're not gonna skip the. Well, I'm built different. I don't know. I should accept request. All right. So is the goal to get less than? If the target is 20, is the goal to get less than 20 or to get as close to 20 as possible? Like, what's the play here? You can check the damaged parts on dial that need repair right now. This one. Hover over the damaged part to see the required units. This one. First, let's select the damaged part to repair. This one. Oh, okay, now it worked. Dial consists of 4 layers and 6 indices. Each module can be moved by dragging it to swap places with adjacent modules up, down, left, or right. Okay. Sure. Moving modules uses dial's battery. If you use up all the battery, you can't move anymore. Let's try moving a module. Okay, but what's the objective? I'll move the module, but what am I trying to do? What am I trying to fix? I don't know. I'm gonna assume I'm supposed to like do this. That did a thing. Oh, that did a couple things. Okay, groovy. While dragging a module, right click to cancel a move. Try canceling the move with a right click. If you move modules to align 3 or more, they synthesize into a higher tier unit. Oh, okay, so they can be like, they can be hamburger or hot dog style. It works either way. If you synthesize modules a total of 10 times, battery overcharges, increases max capacity. Is that a good or bad thing? Increase overcharges sounds bad. Increase max capacity sounds good. Is it a good or bad thing? Click the battery. You can check the current damaged location that requires units on the right panel. Click the panel to proceed. Wait, hover your mouse over each damaged location to see it. Huh? Synthesize the required unit and move it to the damaged location. So it wants me to essentially do one thing. It looks like the replacement went well. All right, let's keep going. Select the next damaged part. This one. This case requires multiple types of units. The info panel will show the required unit colors for each position. Just place the units according to the colors to replace them. I foresee the issue. I think what I want to do. This is harmless. That shouldn't equal 3, so that should be. And then I just do this. And hit repair. Now let's select the final damaged part. The last damaged part requires a high tier unit. You can check units appearances by tier on the phone by pressing tab. Click here, okay. Power source acting as the unit's heart. Supplies energy required for operating and handles total output. Okay, so I think what it's saying is I need to get this one and I need to get it in this position, and to get this one I probably need to combine these up to this, which means there's a theoretical situation where I'll need to combine up to this and then move it within a certain number of moves. I think I'm understanding pretty quickly. Use dial special function. There's a gauge bar on the left. This gauge charges for the corresponding type when oh shit. Fuck. When fully charged, click the gauge and then a module or unit of another type to convert it. Let's try changing a type. You can cancel by right clicking. Yeah, big brain. If you made a mistake or think it's hopeless, press the restart button to try the repair again. I don't want to fuck. I did it right. Let's collect gauge charge. It charge types while repairing. Wait, let's click. Why? I got what I need though. Done. Easy. Satisfied now? That's really amazing. Honestly, I knew you ran a repair clinic, but I didn't know you were this skilled. Even with the latest defival equipment, it wouldn't be this fast for a level 1 mock maintenance. I see you in a new light. This is nothing. If I want to attract Eve customers to this strangely named repair clinic of yours, I can't tolerate a single maintenance error. First impressions are most important wherever you go. If you care so much about the first impression, why don't you erase that suspicious slogan from the front on the front of the door? Besides, there needs to be comfort during the repair process for them to feel emotionally stable and open up. I just can't understand that creepy philosophy of yours. For the sake of the game, Michelle, I should probably start opening up shop now. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Perfect repair. Look at that. I'm a savant, a genius. Also, hi son. Hello. Parts moved. It wanted me to do it in 20 and I did it in 9. So I guess that answers the question. I didn't know if it was going to be like I needed to get close to this number or if I just needed to get under this number. It looks like under the number. Okay. Oh, hello there. Hi. Welcome. This is Repair Clinic Dialogue. Pray. That's a name of all time. Hey, Chris. I'm not gonna do special voices. Ah, pray. What brings you here at this hour? What about your cafe shift? Are you watching the popular show airing these days? Buff Girl O'Hara? What the fuck? What are you talking about all of a sudden? Are you watching it? Wiggle Formation. Huh? Why is it Wiggle Formation? Like information? Responding to Wiggle. Well, no, I understand that. I'm not dense. Like, I've only kept half an eye on stream so far, but the gameplay looks unique for sure. Yeah, the gameplay looks unique, alright. I said respectfully. Okay. I do watch it every week, but then this will be quick. In yesterday's episode, do you remember the scene where O'Hara smashed Mrs. Blind with a magical pile driver? What the fuck is this conversation? O'Hara rarely gets pushed into a corner, so seeing her fight back with a double nosebleed and crushed Blind's neck for a comeback was quite the twist in many ways. That's exactly it. What exactly is it? What exactly are you trying to say? A villain showed up at our shop and they looked like they desperately needed that pile driver. I knew you'd understand. I only understood that you have a difficult customer. Could you speak a bit more clearly? They say he's a bigwig from Sunshine Corp. I can't talk today. Sunshine Corp. Sunshine Corp. He claims his mere visit is a favor to this crappy shop, and threatened that he could turn off all the neon shines in this district with a single word. A different routine every day. I envy how today is unlike yesterday. Shut up. Anyway, thanks to that big shot, it's been nothing but new stability officers' faces all morning. Those guys are hard to find when you actually need them, but they swarm like rats for this. I thought there was a terrorist attack or something. So that's what happened. What brings such a person to a backwater like this? I don't know the details, but it seems he came to negotiate with the manager of this commercial district. Something about increasing the neon shine subscription fees around here starting next month, and removing the free neon shine streetlights. Controlling the lights. His actions are just like Mrs. Blind. See why I brought it up? See why I brought up Buff Girl? If Miss Blind has appeared in reality, then a magical pile driver isn't out of the question either. Can you go and try it? It's way out of my expertise and job description, but I can mimic it. I knew it. I wanted to pour coffee on his face, but now I feel a bit better. Right? And if you're really going to try it, be careful. Security is intense. You can get arrested just for keeping your hands in your pockets. Then again today, my secret power will remain hidden. Anyway, raising subscription fees is a pretty big deal. I was thinking of subscribing to a hologram figure for my lonely room. But with such a creepy thing to say. But with the increased fees, it'll be tight. Same here. Really? Eves are relatively free from LDS. So do you really need to subscribe to Neon Shine? It's only relatively free. If our condition worsens, data loss occurs, and we could have problems more serious than humans. Plus, I've got someone to look after. You mean Remy? Remy is family. It's a cat. Does being a cat mean it can't be family? True. You'd better watch your words in front of our Remy. Prey showed her claws, adopting an aggressive cat-like stance. Please forgive me. I'll make an exception this time, because I'm generous. Anyway, if the subscription fee goes up, I'll have to give up on the item I was planning to buy. What were you thinking about getting? Off-Girl collaboration merch. The most important things in life. They're doing a collaboration with the neural stimulation unit for Eves. They announced that pre-orders will start on the day the last episode airs. Things people come up with. What do you mean the things they come up with? This collaboration product is amazing. They said when the empathy unit activates and overloads, it shakes your cognitive ability, creating the illusion of transforming. It's basically another way of saying you must buy this. What on earth does that mean? And aren't the expressions shake cognitive abilities and illusion of transforming seriously suspicious? You're making a fuss over nothing. Besides, considering the chips you usually use, I don't think you're in a position to talk. What do you say? Those are legitimate released VR chips, you know. I didn't even put them there for you to see. You just looked at them on your own. I have no intention of respecting your tastes. But if I may give you a piece of personal advice, in a repair clinic where Eves are the main customer, displaying chips with covers showing Eves and humans getting intimate doesn't seem like a very good choice. I just put frequently used items where they're easy. Okay, this is creepy. This is creepy. Why is it creepy? It's inevitable in a workshop with lots of tools. I feel like I just heard some terrible information. Me too. I also feel like I heard some imagine going into a repair shop like for your car and you just see like somebody's fucking porn VHS tapes on the counter and like that's what this conversation's basically about. What the fuck? If you're lonely, why don't you find a lover? I'm sorry, but okay. I'm sorry. Pray apologize quickly. It was as if she didn't want to hear it. Did she foresee what I was going to say? And can I ask for a simple repair? I need to create an excuse to tell the boss. Sure, repairs are always welcome. Prayer's request. Create an excuse for Prayer's absence. Target moves 28. Before I do that, I have a text message. I have many text messages. Oh, it's an advert. This is what they call world building. This is lore. I just bonked my water bottle against my tooth. Okay, exclusive unidentified component found. Nano Catalyst design mismatch controversy. The Noise truth unveiled. Author The Noise. Controversy is erupting after an unidentified molecular component not listed in official blueprints was discovered in the Nano Catalyst mandatorily inoculated into Chroma City citizens, in addition to identification and data collection. Oh, it's longer than I thought. Nanocatalysts perform the core function of forcibly introducing serotonin secretion in reaction to neon shine to prevent LDS, light deficiency syndrome, caused by sunshine deprivation. Precise molecular analysis of recently extracted nanocatalyst samples confirm the presence of an unidentified element non-existent in the standard specifications released by authorities. While Chroma City authorities maintain it is merely an impurity generated during catalyst aging, their passive... I scrolled and I lose my space. Their passive response failed to provide technical evidence to support this claim, is only amplifying suspicion. Okay, TLDR, there's this thing that people take to get not lack of sunshine. Can't say sunshine to save my life today. There's a thing that people take that makes it so they don't get LDS. And then it's causing weird thing to form. You got lore bit number 1. A new dawn for Eve maintenance. Desexel. Unveiled fully automated process. Last night, 13th Sunshine Corp unveiled the Desexel, a 6th generation architectural diagnostic lens that moves away from the traditional manual mechanic work to fully automate the maintenance process. This new product eliminates cumbersome manual synthesis and part replacement. It features proprietary real-time autonomous calibration technology that minimizes human intervention, maximizing system precision and maintenance efficiency. Sunshine Corp stated that Introducing the D1AL will replace outdated, imperfect maintenance methods and enable immediate data-driven systems recovery and optimization. Thank you, A New Dawn. We will not be buying that because we're probably poor. Oh, hey, look at that. Buff Girl O'Hara hype peaks. Neural network unit oh, that's a word. Orasm buff released. Waifu Matt and Prep. No. No. Not the waifu maiden press. The hit series Buff Girl O'Hara, currently ranking #1 in streaming charts and real-time interest, is reaching peak hype ahead of its finale on February 3rd. Capitalizing on the show's success, the distributor unveiled the collaboration customer unit Orasm buff, set for official release on February 4th, the day after the finale. That is such an unfortunate word to read. Draws the attention with a design inspired by O'Hara's champion belt. Notably, it replaces traditional manual operation with an automatic sympathetic nerve stimulation function via a feedback loop. The product features forced photonic neural network updates, technology to control system overhead caused by continuous sympathetic stimulation. This is not easy to read. maybe this is good practice for me. Okay, what if I decline request? Can I decline the request? That'd be evil. Maybe I want to be evil. Oh, there's a music player. Okay, so I didn't get a text. It's just like web. Okay, accept request. See, guy, now it makes sense. The title. You've been waiting so long to understand why this was called what it is, but we are quite literally fixing her. You guys. I'm so clever and funny and handsome and modest. Okay. What are we looking at? We're looking at move that. Wait, I gotta do this. Then I gotta do this. And then I already fucked up. Shit. Okay. Do this. Do this. This. Now we're getting somewhere. A lot more is happening than I wanted. Wait, doesn't this need to be up here? There we go. Be gentle. Was I not gentle? Don't you think the name Neon Shine is super tacky? Like middle-aged man trying to look cool? I agree with that part. It sounded like a name where they changed one syllable from neon sign and celebrated themselves for being extremely witty. It's really a comedy that the person agreeing with that has a repair clinic with a name just as bad. Okay, it's not a bad name. Just not a bad name. People. Oh shit. I understand. What exactly does the stimulation from the empathy unit feel like? I only learned about it in theory, but I was curious since I've never felt it myself. It's similar to humans. If humans feel it through muscle contraction, blood flow changes, and hormone secretions, for Eves, that's just replaced by the empathy unit. Stimulating this directly gives a quite pleasurable feeling. So, is it like an orgasm? Okay. Is it like an orgasm? It doesn't match exactly, but it's probably the closest thing. Then what about the collaboration merch you mentioned earlier? I was just curious about what it feels like to transform. They say power surge is 3. Sure. Whatever. So if I move this, it's gonna go, and we don't want it to go. So I gotta do this and then do this. And now, all done. There were no major issues. Wow, my stiff back feels completely refreshed. Is this what it feels like when Ahara purifies her body with brief seed? I don't want to know what that is. Is it okay to mention my crude repair in the same breath as something so noble? Crude? You're too strict with yourself. No one around here can match your skills. Enough pray. Save that talk for after you buy me a beer. You make a fuss even when I compliment you. What a personality. I noticed earlier your power unit was screaming again. Aren't you overworking yourself lately? It must be because a lot of zombies have been gathering in front of the shop lately. They practically set up camp there. Zombies? You mean flicker patients high on drugs? Usually they're just stumbling around spouting nonsense. No, those are blackouts. It's a state where even radical methods like electronic drugs can prevent damage to the frontal lobe and... Huh? Jeez, I can't read. It's a state where even radical methods like electronic drugs can prevent damage to the frontal lobe and neural network. Hey Marduk. Hello, happy Saturday for you. looks at phone. What time is it? Happy Saturday morning. Go to bed. Not that I don't want you here. But yeah, hello. Hope you're doing well. Howdy. Ni howdy. You can consider their ego and personality data virtually destroyed. Lately, the media seems to just call them zombies instead of severe LDS patients. I've been here for a while, but I just thought they were drug addicts. Drug addicts are probably better off than them. Aren't they both equally in the gutter? At least junkies have their infinite love for drugs left. Blackouts are worse. Infinite love. Seeing them throw away family, lovers, and property without hesitation, isn't that the perfect expression? It's like, if it's not you, the world doesn't matter. Truly an impossible devotion. In contrast, blackouts are like empty shells with even their desires gone. They wander around following the lights by instinct. And when they find neon shine, they swarm like gnats and won't leave. Chasing light suggests they still have at least minimal desires left. If you saw them, you'd think I'm exactly right. They aren't moving to find light. It's just that it's the only stimulus left that they can react to. If they crawled around looking for light normally, maybe you'd be right. Of course, they would become something even more terrible. As I recall, the shop you worked at has a floor-to-ceiling glass window on one side. Right, and clearing away the gnats that gather there is one of my daily tasks. That's probably the cause of 80% of my power unit overloads. And the other 20% is because of the idiot removing streetlights? Exactly. Every day must be tough. It gives me a headache just thinking about how much tougher it's going to get. You know that happiness and unhappiness are influenced more by future events than the present. Wasn't that a study on human psychology? Humans and Eves are pretty much the same. Do you realize that statement conflicts heavily with your critique of my taste before the repair? I come back because I respect it. Oh. My head feels like exploding as it is. Do you have to make me say useless things? If you plan to keep wrecking me to rip off repair fees, you'd better be prepared. I'm sorry. Customer Prey Emery. Stop joking. I have to go now. Even a justified absence is a problem if it drags on. I don't want to get fired and become a zombie rubbing my face against a glass window. It's like, it's kind of weird. I feel like the dialogue like flows well and then suddenly it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe. I feel like the dialogue flows well, and then they try to like jam in lore, and it's like it's not as seamless as I would like it to be. Like, this is me being extremely picky. So far, despite the innuendo, I'm ultimately liking the ultimate like aesthetic and atmosphere of the game a lot. It's really cool. But like that's my one kind of nitpick. And again, I'm saying it's like a nitpick. It's not like it's a big problem, where it's like they have just natural flowing dialogue, and then they add like there's kind of two factors. There's natural, or three factors. There's natural flowing dialogue. Then there's like jam-packed lore information that suddenly goes from like a casual conversation to like, holy shit, I'm reading a tech manual. And then it also, on that same note, just flips over to like anime waifu cliche. What? Like it just jumps between these three different things very abruptly, and then like, I don't know. That's my one critique. It's just like, what? You sharp, good sense as always. It was a pleasant conversation today, Prey. Me too. See you later, Chris. Prey hurriedly left the door with quick steps. It seems she spent more time than expected distracted by the chat. It's already time for lunch. Let's take a break. Perfect repair. Guys, I am good at my job. Wow, seriously amazing. What did you just do to my back? I feel light as a feather. The customer comment's a nice touch. I like that. Even if it's like, it's small detail, it's nice. Save. Next. Oh, hello. Is this case on? An Eve stood before me, though there was no sound of the door opening. Despite her polite attitude and likable first impression, I couldn't quite feel at ease. All TNDLS models. I'm gonna have to say that more than once. All TNDLS models are government affiliated Eves, usually distinguishable by the department mark. But I couldn't see any mark on the Eve before me, nor was there any other way to confirm her affiliation. Of course, nothing official in Chroma City was particularly trustworthy, but I reacted unusually sensitive to that mark. Prey says I look at that mark with eyes of a sinner, which probably isn't polite behavior towards customer. Before we start, excuse me, may I ask what specific purpose you are specialized for? If it's military, private maintenance is illegal. Ah, you wouldn't know since I'm not wearing protective gear on my day off. I'm Orca A. O'Hara from Urban... What is with O'Hara? It's popped up twice. From the Urban Recovery Agency of Chroma City. Hey, congratulations on the streak. A streak, oh my. Dude, I need to lock in. I wanna have streaks on all of my friends' things. On all my friends' streams. The issue is that a lot of my friends stream when I'm already in bed. Like, it's tough. You can call me Orca for short. Although designed for rescue and disaster recovery operations, I'm a model equipped with multi-purpose functionality like other Eves to reduce citizens' aversions. Rescue. You have quite an ordinary appearance for someone deployed to rough sites. Yeah, I get that. I barely keep any streaks. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. In fact, it wasn't an ordinary appearance. Rescue specialized TNDLS models possess an appearance generally considered beautiful to reduce aversion. That's because we mostly rely on external equipment. The design direction of the model also has the motto Universal Fit. Unlike how it looks, there are many places to attach external equipment. This is for attaching the powered exoskeleton during entry. This is for the instantaneous thrust engine in the tail part. It was quite embarrassing to watch her lift parts of her body here and there to introduce her model. But Orca seemed unaware of it and chatted excitedly for several minutes. How is it? I understand very well that it's not military. Besides that, nothing. I was just trying to apologize for being rude earlier out of surprise. course that wasn't it. Really? I didn't feel like it was that rude. That's because kind people are rare towards government. That's because, oh, sorry, I was reading this the wrong way. That's because kind people are rare towards government affiliatees. If you thought I was similar to others, then that's normal. That makes sense. What kind of maintenance are you here for? I was recently assigned here, so I need to submit an inspection confirmation by tomorrow. There aren't any major problems, so it shouldn't take long. Looks that way, but you never know until you check. I'll boot up the maintenance console, so please wait a moment. Perhaps because everyone is preparing for Polar Night Day, streets are intensely lively, aren't they? Polar Night Day. One of Chroma City's prides and the pride of prides. A holiday unique to the city and a festival ground. I had even forgot that I wasn't far off. It's a holiday unique to the city. Did you come for sightseeing before? You don't have to say if it's hard to talk about. No. A few years ago I visited Chroma City due to a support request. It just happened to be the Polar Night Day. There was a support request even to nearby cities? Yes, back then I was working in Luminance City, located south of Chroma City. It was complete chaos. The violence and confusion amidst the cheers of the festival were shocking to even me. Hologram panorama covered the sky and and below it, explosions mixed with smoke. Must have been terrible. Yeah, screams mixed with beautiful night views and hopeful music are quite shocking. The show went on as if indifferent to the tragedy. Most of the crowd was too intoxicated by the festival to even know what was happening. The organizers who knew about the accident went along with it too. It was probably because of the budget. The hologram panorama called Chromatic Zenith. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's like just fucking lore drop. It's just so unnatural. The hologram panorama called Chromatic Zenith is one of Chroma City's prides. They say it's for citizens' sense of belonging, but they pour an astronomical budget into it because it's an event that generates huge tourism revenue. So like, this isn't something, I guess it'd bother me less if this wasn't featured as something he's saying to her to further the conversation. This is more like something that she obviously is aware of, and it's just like something he should be thinking. Too much money had already been poured in to cancel just because of an accident occurred. So it's about money. Excluding talk of budget and compensation, all that's left in Chroma City, all that's left in Chroma are patients. Not that I like it, but that's the unavoidable reality. That's sad. I'm sorry I unintentionally said something depressing. Osikarek. Hello. Welcome from YouTube. I have to specify that you're from YouTube, so anyone not on YouTube doesn't think I'm just talking to myself since the chat isn't on the screen. But yeah, welcome. Hello. It's just reality. Nothing is as boring as realistic talk. Living day by day, whether you like it or not, is reality. Even an interesting show gets boring if you watch it 100 times. So it's hard for the story of a day repeated thousands of times to be interesting. It's natural to be drawn to stories of vacation escapades or figures bought on impulse. My schizo streamer. Why did I say shizo? Schizo streamer. Can't read today. Rather than talk of neon shine subscription fees or utility bills. I can't accept it rationally yet. I can't help but empathize experientially. Oh, exponentially. Oh my god. Guys, I'm struggle bussing. Experiential, like she's experienced it. Yes, of course. Most hobbies are, after all, escapes from ordinary daily life. That's why people go crazy for Polar Night Day. That's why I stream. That's why I'm here. And tourists visiting from the other side of the globe to see the chromatic zenith. Because the coming tomorrow isn't enjoyable. Because they're tired of reality. They close their eyes and ears and force themselves to shout that they are happy now. Wanting to run away from pain is one of humans' instincts. Also, the dialogue is awkward in that it gives you like these brief fragmented one-liners. Oops, I sound creaky like my dial equipment again. 0 points for a sales pitch, right? Sometimes creaking sounds make you feel alive, whether the machine or human. Okay. Why is she looking at me like that? Stop doing that. But by any chance, are you doing maintenance with a first generation dial? Don't worry too much. I'm professional. I've safely repaired TNDLS models several times with this rugged friend. Why does that word safely sound so scary? Oh, the dial's ready. Shall we begin? Orca's regular inspection. Target moves 35. Okay, so this is gonna get more complex if it's giving me more moves. Theoretically. 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 Oh my, for free? We are right up in there. Okay. Okay. That's pretty basic, right? I just do one of these. That's all that we need. Oh, required unit. Fuck, I forget to look at that every time. Oh, I see. This doesn't work the way I thought it would. Okay. Good news, bad news. I think we just want this, right? I've never felt this way before. Oh my, why is she stammering like that? Wait, did it not work? Oh, okay, I do one at a time, not both at once. I've completed the unit replacement for that part. How is it? Please feel free to tell me if there's any discomfort or awkwardness. No, it's much more comfortable than I thought. My worries before the maintenance were pointless. It actually feels smoother than the 5th generation dial. You'd find me in the ER. Wait, what? Almost got hit by a car I didn't see coming in Cyberpunk, and now I know what I would do in that situation. You'd find me in the ER. Wait, what? Almost got hit by a car I didn't see coming in Cyberpunk, and now I know what I'd do. You'd find me. Why would we find? Huh? What am I missing? That's a relief. But should I say it tingles? It keeps throbbing. Please be a little gentler. This area is densely packed with neural elements. My entire body tensed. I'd get run the fuck over. Oh, I see what you're saying. Hopefully that doesn't happen. It's very sensitive. Yeah, I play this game for the plot. I played this game for the plot, guys. I realized I am blocking an important part, but also I feel like if I move over to the left side of the screen, I'm also blocking an important part, but maybe this is for the best. That's okay. Let's keep it here. Oh dear, I'm clumsy because it's been a while since I've maintained a TNDLS. I'll try to be as gentle as possible. Oh. I mean, dang. Never felt this way before. Why is she making noises like that? We might be fixing her a little too well. Each D1AL model has one unique organ, right? That's a weird thing to bring up. That's right, because each model specializes in a different purpose. I've often seen animal ears or reverse joint types, but this is the first time seeing a tail. Wait, she has a tail? Oh, she's holding like this orca tail. I didn't even see that. I don't know what I thought she was doing. I guess I was thinking she was just like holding her jacket. But that's okay. Oh my god, the girl named Orca has an orca tail. That's crazy. The eaves of the Scarlet Response Unit under the Urban Recovery Agency to which I belong are all TN-DLS models. And we have tails like me. That's fascinating. Usually, what is the tail used for? In our case, we mainly use it to clear broken debris or break down walls to enter. For something used for such rough purposes, didn't you say it was a sensitive part earlier? The external armor is high strength, special alloy, so it's fine in the field. But when opened internally for maintenance, it's almost defenseless. I'm sorry, I'll be more careful to work delicately. Yeah, I'll work delicately. All right. Okay, what are we working with here? I think that my best course of action would be to go bam, bam, bam. Lock it in. This kind of maintenance is my first. Oh my god. Stop saying things that you don't need to say. Why did that red? As you said, it was a regular checkup. And there was no major problems, so it finished quickly. That was phrasing. Oh, that unknown heavy feeling that was dragging me down has disappeared. No, it's more than that. It's refreshing. Manager, why should you call me manager? Manager, you have quite an interested look on your face right now. Orca's reaction was so vivid that I focused with. Oh, this is internal monologue. Well, then differentiate it, please. Orca's reaction was so vivid that I focused without realizing it. I'm glad you're satisfied. I should be thanking you. It feels similar to that unique sensation when speeding through the city center on a bike. Roaming Chroma City while feeling the wind directly, you have a bolder hobby than I thought. Yes, I'm Luminance City. My hobby was riding a bike to get some air on my days off. I don't have a car in the first place and I like bikes. I prefer the openness of a bike to the enclosed space of a car. That peculiar stimulation when the gaze of others mixes into the liberating feeling of being open on all sides, it feels really good. Every hobby has its own taste. Happiness looks different for everybody. I apologize for the roughness during the maintenance. No, it's just because I'm particularly sensitive compared to the same model. Because you kept talking to me in between, I felt reassured at the end and didn't hurt at all. And my body feels completely lighter too. I can endure this much for this level of effect. Orca started stretching her body here and there as if to show off. A careless Eve in a narrow space. As long as she doesn't bump into anything, it's not a bad view. Creepy. Actually, I didn't do much. Dude, that's like my standard. People say like, thank you, Xander, at work, and my response is almost always, I didn't do anything. I didn't do much. Even if it's like I did an insane amount of effort, I didn't do shit. I just replaced a few neural units to suit the environment lacking photonic data. You mean because there's a lack of light? Exactly. Both humans and Eves cannot live without sunlight. That's why subscription to Neon Shine is practically essential in Chroma City. That's why my colleagues asked if I subscribe to Neon Shine. Because unless it's Chroma, you don't have you won't have problems due to lack of light. They made survival a paid service. Chroma claims it's the same logic as food being paid. Wow. The analogy. Healthcare? Someday we might even get billed for breathing. Still, Eves are a bit better off. Humans can fall into depression if neon shine is cut off for just 2 days. They called it LDS, right? Correct, it stands for Light Deficiency Syndrome. Simply put, it's a disease caused by not receiving light. The body's signaling system gets tangled, and for Eves, noise accumulates in the photonic neural network. The depression and power drop you felt recently are probably due to this. My external equipment felt heavier than usual after coming to the city. It wasn't just my imagination. Body and mind are inseparable. Psychology inevitably changes according to the state of the body. It's funny for me and Eve to say this, but that's very mechanical. I think so too. But humans are similar, just a difference between metal and flesh. Most psychiatric drugs treat psychological problems by regulating hormones. Dude, I can't read to save my life today. And the medical measure is called defibrillation. Defibrillation is basically the same principle as rebooting a machine called a human. Moving by electrical signals and psychological and emotional judgments, changing according to the hardware environment, are also the same. Personally, I don't see any reason to distinguish between humans and Eves. If that philosophy creates its repair shop, it's quite cool. Personal conversation is a core service of D1AL-ogue. Anyway, you said today was your day off, right? That's right, I've been hectic with moving dispatch calls for a few days, but finally it's a break. Actually, if there are no dispatches, I mostly get some downtime. Moving alone sounds terrible. I agree with that, but it's over. Do you have any recommended places for a change of mood? I recommend the cafe on the first floor of the building opposite. I saw my way here. The name started with a re? You mean Retrojan? What was it? Retrojan. Pronunciation is a bit odd. Probably because I'm reading it a bit odd. Ah, is that the Trojan from the Trojan Horse? Retrojan. Retrojan, I get it. It's the usual name as this place. Right. I heard from the owner that's a combination of retro and Trojan virus. It reflects the ambition to infiltrate retro trends like a Trojan virus into this flashy high-tech city. Wow, hearing that sounds quite plausible. It's a retro concept cafe that's hard to find these days. And drinking the owner's hand-dripped coffee is the joy of my life. A retro concept in the city, interesting. And one more thing, avoid places with too many people. In this season, scenes of people densely gathered often lead to the sight of them being taken away by the stability officers. Thanks for the advice, Chris. Said my name, guys. When the night gets too long, people tend to get sensitive, even if they are stability officers. Thinking of this, cities' stability officers are as police in other cities, that's a mistake. Thinking of this city's stability officer as police in other cities, that's a mistake. Still, there's no harm in being careful. I should quietly enjoy this festival year-end atmosphere myself. Have a good time, Orca. Thank you. Oh my god, she died. Guys, she slowly faded away. She got Thanos snapped. Thank you, see you next time. It's already evening. I should call it a day. Perfect repair. Is it already done? Oh my, your touch was so delicate. Didn't you realize I was being repaired? That is not true. She was making noises. Safe. Oh, spoiler alert, Leanne. Okay, before we get into the day, let's see what this is. So like games like this, right? I have stop mid-sentence to take a drink. So like the appeal to me for this game wasn't, I kind of prefaced before I showed what the game was. I said generally, the appeal of this game isn't I don't play games like this. The appeal to this game was not the obvious appeal that I think most people would be the reason why they'd want to play a game like this. The appeal to me was the atmosphere, right? Oh, Corsair, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Corsair, thank you so much. What are you up to? How are you doing? And, well, I said, well, how? Anyway, welcome in, Raiders. My name is Alexander. I'm playing a oddly horny cyberpunk chat simulator game. Don't worry about it. Welcome in. Corsair, if you need to raid and run, please feel free to do so. Get water, get food, get rest, etc. But before you go, I would love to know how you're doing, what you're doing, all that good stuff. But yeah, welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello. Hello. I was busy making Kess rage, as one does. One of my favorite pastimes. I feel like I was rage baiting her a little too hard yesterday. I don't know. It's one of those things where like, I know the norm is to like pick on streamers, right? Like as a streamer, picking on a streamer, kind of like, you know, it's just kind of like, it's what you do. But I also feel like sometimes it just gets very tiresome to always be like picking on people. And I was just like, I was feeding a bit too much into it. Yes, Ty and I, we're all playing battle golf. I won every round except the rounds that didn't matter. That is the important part. I also only win the important rounds of anything I play. If I didn't win, wasn't important. Didn't matter. It was practice, warm up, skirmish. Scrimmage is the word. Not skirmish. Skirmish is a... Anyway, yeah. How is that game? It's one of those things where it's like, I want to get it, but also I feel like by the time I get around to playing it with my current reduced schedule, that the trend would kind of pass. But it's also one of those things that like I don't necessarily care about following the trend. I just want to play games that are fun, especially with friends. So I don't care about the trends. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's one of those things where it's like on one hand, the streamer in me should care about following the trend. On the other hand, the person in me that doesn't give a shit. If the game's fun, it's fun. That game was so much fun and a fresh breath of air. Fresh breath of air. What is it? That's a Gorillaz song. Fresh breath of air. But yeah, I'm good. I'm glad it was fun. Yeah, maybe I'll check it out sometime. How many people is it up to? Now I'm interrogating you. I'm in interrogation mode. You can't leave yet. I know I said that if you need to get water, sleep, food, etc. to go do so, and I'd understand. But no, you're held hostage here. You must answer all of my questions. I think it's 8. Can you confirm that it's 8? Tell me that's 8 right now. Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm playing this oddly lewd repair shop game. You can do 16. I thought you were saying no, I'm not going to answer your questions anymore. No, fuck you, I'm done. You can do teams too. I think that would be more fun to do teams. 16 people would be really hard to coordinate, and that's also like too much. I feel like the sweet spot is like 6. Maybe that's just me. I know some people like large collabs, like very large collabs. I feel like the sweet spot is like 6, 4 to 6. Anything more than that, I at least get a little overwhelmed. Too much going on. Too many, especially as like, you know, we're all trying to like communicate with our communities and hog spotlight to some extent. So it's just like, we did it with 3 and it was chaos. There. Yeah, I guess I just mean like, I don't know. I did a Lethal Company collab where it's like, oh, they did the expanded lobby thing. There's like 12 people and there's just entirely too much going on at all times. But I think 4 to 6 people, it would allow for more people to win rounds. Yeah. No, for sure. More shenanigans as well, right? Like, especially if you do teams, if you do 8 people, if you do have 8 people and you do teams, then you can have like one person playing the defense and the other person playing the offense, and then it can be a lot more violent. It can be fun. Yeah, I'm glad it was fun. I just realized the year, 2181. Feels a little soon. Okay. Intensive crackdown period. We're gonna read the lore before we go into our workday. There's a lot of lore. Maybe we just go into the workday. No, what I was starting to say is basically like my justification to this game. That I don't owe anyone, but it's just kind of it. I don't really care for these types of games. Like, not even just the, you know, the oddly lewd undertones, but like just dialogue games in general. Outside of like very specific visual novels, I don't really care for these types of games. But much in the same vein as like Cloudpunk, and like I had another example that's escaping my brain. I like games that have like really good atmosphere. I log awkwardly. What is going on in this fucking YouTube? Oh, and we had a waifu figurine. I just am like fixate. I'm realizing the background. We are a creep. But anyway, I was interested in like what the lore would be, because I feel like cyberpunk as a genre, I mean, it's always dystopian, but it's like dystopian not, it's like Black Mirror, right? It's a dystopian not far from reality story. And like, I don't know, I eat that shit. I eat that shit up. I like drawing parallels between dystopian realities and our current reality as a forewarning. That's probably why I like Starship Troopers so much. But I digress. Okay, notice Polar Night Day. Intense crackdown period announcement. Urban Stability Agency, aka not the police. Even though they look like police, it's more authoritarian than that. This is an announcement from, oh my god, the parallel. See, that's what I mean. Urban Stability Agency, the police, not police. The real world parallels are stunning. This is an announcement from the Urban Stability Agency, USA. Couldn't be any more clear than that. In celebration of Polar Night Day, Chroma City's largest festival, a special intensive crackdown period. I thought it was gonna be I was like SICP. Will be in effect from today until the end of the festival. This measure aims to prevent social disorder during the festival and maintain the homeostasis of the urban system. During this period, nano-catalyst scanning by stabilizers will be significantly intensified across Chroma City, in particular illegal procedures under the guise of LDS prevention and the use or distribution of unauthorized private neon shines are strictly prohibited. Citizens are requested to fully cooperate with scanning procedures at temporary checkpoints installed in each district. Warning: any act detrimental to the stability of the urban system will be subjected to immediate administrative action without exception. So they are the judge, jury, and executioner. Perfect. Love that. Exclusive. Natural LDS confirmed impossible. Suspicion of nano-catalyst intervention. Oh, we are going into the conspiracy. So earlier, for context, we read an article saying that the thing that's making people feel good is also causing a byproduct that is allegedly unknown, quote unquote, by the people who issue the drug. But now, I think we're seeing medical opinions suggest that Chroma City's light deficiency syndrome, LDS, may not be a naturally occurring disease, are causing a stir. Following consultation with specialists from external cities, analysis indicates that simple lack of light cannot cause irreversible nervous system damage, the severe stage of LDS given human physiology. Experts pointed out that while stage 1 dimming lethargy due to serotonin deficiency is possible, stage 2 flicker, cognitive impairment, and stage 3 blackout, frontal lobe shutdown, fall outside the scope of general neurological disorders. Consequently, suspicions are deepening that the unidentified molecular component in nanocatalysts mentioned in previous reports are intentionally accumulating metabolic waste in the cerebrum to artificially induce LDS. So now we're at the point where we're saying, okay, they're giving us the drug, but the drug is actually an addictive drug because it's producing this molecular substance that is making people tweak out if they don't keep taking the drug. And they're also trying to raise the bill to get light to not need the drug. Mayor Lucas, Eve are partner sharing souls. Sigmund Pact 50th anniversary speech. Okay, last bit of the lore before we get into the workday. Chroma City Standard. Yesterday afternoon, 14th, the 50th anniversary ceremony of Sigmund Pact, symbolizing the harmony between humanity and artificial intelligence, was held at Chroma City Central Plaza. Taking the podium, Mayor Lucas reflected on the significance of the pact, calling it a historical turning point where simple computation devices known as EE, electrical entity, evolved into Eve, electrical vital entity, through photonic neural networks. Pause. Becoming recognized as being with independent personalities. He emphasized that Eves having moved past an era of discrimination to guarantee legal rights, are key citizens supporting the eternal night of the city alongside humans. He concluded that with a message hoping that through the rational coexistence perfected by Sunshine Corp's technology, the next 50 years will also lead to an era of prosperity without discrimination, drawing cheers from citizens and Eves gathering in the plaza. Okay, so there was like a situation where the Eves, as they're called now, were just called electronic entities, but then they became vital entities, basically humanizing them, and they fought for rights. It is kind of the historic lore. Interesting. Okay, that all aside, we can drink water and begin our workday in the game. All good, I'm going nowhere. I mean, Wiggle, should you go somewhere? It's late. I appreciate you being here. I always say that I appreciate you guys being here, but for those of you across the pond, it is late. Please take care of yourself and get some rest. I'm especially going to preach that, given, you know. Now that there's hardly any sunlight anymore, it's hard to even see a gray night. Thanks to that, my body feels even stiffer. If I stay still, I'll only feel more drained, so let's hurry and open up shop. 0047. Still good for another hour. Aye aye, Capitan. Open for business. Oh shit. Our mom and dad saying they won't come to see the Chromatic Zenith again this year. Just like every year, yeah. What about you? Needless to say, me neither. I really don't get why no one goes. When we were kids, they used to drag us there every year, even when we said we didn't want to go. You know how many years ago that was? Mom and dad are getting old now. So it's hard for them to go to crowded and chaotic places, and I'm too far away to go, so if you want to go that badly, why not go with a girlfriend? You're picking a fight with me right now, aren't you? Look at your age. Go outside and meet people. You're not my mom. Even better if it's a woman. Can't stay up all night in your room drinking beer forever. The day I fall asleep rolling around in bed with a woman in the city. There's a high chance I won't open my eyes ever again the next day. And I paused in an awkward space there. He's saying that she'd kill him. An article will pop up on the main news page. Victim, Chris J. Haynes, 22, found in a motel with organs harvested. That lack of confidence of yours is the problem. That's not a lack of confidence. That's a pragmatic realization that there's organ harvesters in the city. It's disgusting to say it myself, but objectively, you're decent looking. Blah. Let's stop. So if you want to see Chromatic Zenith that much, just go alone. If I have to go alone, I won't go. Didn't I at least have someone to take my side if I get into a fight? Then what are you going to do that day? I have no choice but to drown my Polar Night day in beer while watching Dokkum stream again this year. That's how I spend my Polar Night day. Stream my foot. You're planning to stay up all night with your beloved silicone, aren't you? Ugh. Hey, how do you... Dude, who types... No, this is a text conversation. He goes, hey, how do you... Wait, you've never been in my room. Like, that, okay. Hit the nail on the head. No, it's not that. Ellipses. Shut up, you're a single two, probably sitting in the corner of your room alone. Oh, hello, oh, hello, oh. Hello. Chris? You look like you're in a good mood. Did you manage to get that action figure you wanted? Do you have a mole there? Chris? Ah, Miss Leanne, I'm sorry. I was looking at something else. Could you wait just a moment? A pity. I wanted to share in your joy. You look good now, but that look you just had, the one you never show me. It was such a pure smile. I she okay. This is giving me like Steins Gate Moika vibes. I'm envious, whoever they are. It's my younger sister. She's a funny kid who tries to tear me down every day. Ah, the one you often talk about. Miss Leanne took a deep breath and muttered quietly to herself. Well, if it's younger sister, I can understand. In fact, I might even have to go try to get close to her. Oh, she's creepy. She's creepy and weird. Okay. Anyway, what brings you here today? I remember you had your regular checkup recently. I had some business nearby, so I thought I'd drop by to see your face. I also stopped by. I just breezed right past that. Again, she's creepy and weird. I also stopped by thinking I might need to replace my processing unit as a bonus. That's funny. What is? When I first saw you, I thought you'd never come back. But now you visit even without a reason. Oh, I'm calling her out. I told you I came to replace my processing unit. You said it was a bonus. And you come to check on me. I'll give you a quick checkup. Alright, you win. I came here to whine a bit. Okay, tell me. For a ridiculously shady repair clinic. Yeah, you come back several times, so you must like it. There's a quiet, uncrowded comfort here. Quiet place and slightly cool air are good for getting sentimental. Thanks to that, I can completely let loose. That's supposed to be a compliment, saying I have no customers. Yes, it's a compliment. Since you say so, I'll take it as a compliment. What are you whining about today? Miss Leanne frowned, as if just thinking about it was unpleasant. That's quite a look on your face. She's not frowning. She's smirking and looking to the side. I call bullshit. Huh? Oh, was I? Sorry, when the processing unit connected to the emotional expression gets overloaded, my mood swings become severe and I can't hide them. I don't want to show you that look anymore. Can I get maintenance first? It's possible, but... Leanne's request. Repair Leanne with extreme mood swings. 40. Alright. Where are we looking? Oh my god. I thought it was gonna be like her head or something. Mamma mia. Alright. What are we looking at here, Miss Leanne? Respectfully. Hey yo, hey yo. That is not what I thought I was signing up for. I didn't think it was gonna be... Okay, let me be clear. The advertisements I saw were only opening up their backs, and I thought that was the only thing I was gonna be doing. But this is escalating slowly but surely. You can be... Moving on. Oh, sorry. Did you say something, Leanne? I didn't quite catch that. I'm sorry. Oh, that's all I need. Oh, I did extra moves. Fuck, I suck. Every time I visit here, you're on the phone with your sister. It's my routine right after opening for business. Picking a fight with my sister. I'd like to join that routine next time. You, Miss Leanne? I heard that in human society it's polite to greet the other person's family before the main event. I don't know what main event you mean, but your motion unit is overheating again. Be malpractice to capitalize on this experience. You're better than this, Alexander. Stop saying words. As expected, you're delicate. Oh my god. How do I use this again? Oh, does it make something red? What do you think about the increasing romance between humans and the... Dude, you are one thirsty Eve. For someone who's never been in a romantic relationship with a human, that's too abstract a question for me to answer. Really? Just that one word from you has completely tilted my opinion to the pros. Oh my. Miss Leanne, the temperature of your emotional unit is rising. It's dangerous, so please calm down please don't talk during this. Preferably. Okay, this wants me to... It wants me to make use of the thing, but if I'm gonna be honest, I don't recall how to make use of the thing. How do I use the thing? I'm so cooked. I don't think I'm getting a perfect repair on this one. Wait, what do you mean? I giga fucked up. I omega fucked up. This one was meant to be the big one. I didn't hover over. Oh my god, can I restart? Where's the restart button? We're restarting that shit. Listen, I just call bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna be a bit more tactical. Stop saying words that you don't need to say, Miss Leanne, as I repair you. Thank you very much. As expected. Okay. Need more blue. Yes, as you've said, but I'm not going to be. Okay, I did it. Maintenance is done without any problems. It seems like you made a lot of small mistakes today. Did I? What on earth were you thinking about? I hope you weren't thinking of someone else while I was in front. Okay. No, I rarely go out, so I hardly have a chance to meet new faces. The customers who visit this repair clinic are the entirety of my social interactions. But it's a blessing in disguise. What is? Thanks to a wonderful person like you visiting, it feels like even this bleak— oh my god. Is this Riz? Chat, is this Riz? Like even this bleak place has some life in it. My man Connect 4 looks fucked. Dude, that was interesting. Oh my, saying something like that so suddenly makes me a little shy. The overload on your processing unit was more severe than I thought. I can't imagine why. You came to whine, but it was to the point of needing repairs. I thought it would get better once I relieved some stress. Okay. Stop. Desist. Decease. Well, don't decease. Don't die. But like, cease and desist. If I left the unit as it was, I figured I'd be seeing you soon for the same repair request. So I replaced it with a higher end unit. It hasn't been long since your last checkup. What happened to damage it so much? Oh, and that's what I was about to tell you. You know I work at a pharmaceutical company, right? Of course. I've heard a lot about your life, Miss Leanne, every time I do repairs. A new researcher joined the company recently. They say he's incredibly talented or something. Our company went to great lengths to scout him, so I guess that could be true. The problem is that talent isn't everything. Exactly. He came in through connections, yet he has this attitude of looking down on the existing researchers. Since he joined later, he thinks it's our duty to provide him with any project information he doesn't know. The management is completely impressed with his papers and research achievements, so my colleagues and I have no choice but to do as he asks. More work for you. That would have been a relief. The problem is his attitude. If he were apologetic and grateful, it'd be different, but he takes it for granted. Even though we're doing work we don't have to do. I wonder if studying so much has fried part of his brain. A while ago he said a colleague's research looked interesting, and asked if he could take over the project. It almost turned into a shouting match, but our colleague intervened and barely mediated. It's annoying, but thanks to him, we're free from the management's nagging. And we can buy time to improve the product's stability. Office politics. Dude, I can relate. It feels a bit distant to me. Well, okay, I can relate. Chris can't relate. Maybe for you. From my perspective, Miss Leanne, you don't seem much different from me. Aren't you talking about how hard it is to deal with office politics you don't even care about? I'd like to say no, but I have to agree because of what happened a few days ago. A few days ago? Yes, half my unit's overload problems probably started that day. We fought. You fought? It wasn't really a fight. I just laid him out. It wasn't really a fight. I just knocked his ass to the ground. He disrespected our project. Said we were just wasting the budget by repeating clinical trials for years. He said the researchers' talents are being wasted, and asked if we had any intention of finishing this research and starting a more promising project. And he said it to my face, the project leader. I should have realized when the management was blindly pushing for him. They couldn't win against us in a logical argument as non-experts. So it was a ploy to bring in another expert to break our resolve. That's pretty serious sabotage. Unfortunately for them, the Nepo hire's social skills were worse than imaginable, and he failed to change the team's members' minds. You could even say we've grown closer. Some team members were even cheering me on and comforting me, even though I threw the first punch. Of course, I think I was in the wrong too. No, you weren't. My feelings were complicated watching him call an ambulance by himself because no one else cared. No, you did the right thing. Based. It must have been the guilt that followed the satisfaction. I had to write a written... Is that what this is? Is this like knuckle tear? It's her like metal under like showing from like bruised knuckles. I had to write a written explanation, and the project's chances of survival dropped even lower. I wonder what would have happened if I had just held it in. There's a amount of work to do, but the thought of running away came first. I mean, what's really dystopian is that she didn't. Well, no, never mind. She's in the right. I don't want to discredit that. Lay his ass out. I want to forget everything. Let's just rest. So I came to see you. All I do is listen to you talk a little. That's enough. And thanks to you, I've already sorted out my thoughts. Thanks to me. A place to hide whenever I want to run away. A way to regain some energy and find the courage to face the world again. That's the goal of our project. After running away here to rest, I found the courage to push through. And it made me feel that my project shouldn't end here. If the effect of just listening to a story, as you put it, is this great, our medicine will be a great help to the world. Can I ask what kind of medicine it is? I'd love to tell you. Miss Leanne's eyes sparkled as if a favorite topic had come up. It's a relief to see her back to her usual self. Our research institute mainly focuses on drugs that suppress memory. Prevents a user from recalling specific memories. I have ethical and moral concerns with this. The primary goal is trauma suppression, though there's potential for misuse. Yeah, more than a little. It seems so. Right, that's why we're delaying its release. It's probably for the best. A similar drug already exists, but there are more cases of side effects or misuse than proper use. Although the management recognizes this as commercial success. Sticking to your proven product. Exactly. He made almost the same argument. His logic is that as long as it passes safety inspections and sells well, who cares how it's used? In reality, it causes almost no physical harm to the body itself. I take a few pills myself, but that attitude is quite off-putting. No matter how well you know it, there's a limit to what an ordinary consumer non-expert can perceive. In fact, I don't even know the ingredients of multivitamins I take. Since I hardly see the sun, I guess it must contain vitamin D. And vitamin D. No idea. The drug is available on the market, dull memories that are dramatically imprinted on the user. When you try to recall them, the recollection process is interrupted or blunted. It's similar to when you treat an Eve's photonic neural network. Oh yes, of course. I know what that's like. Glad she can relate. You can distance yourself from terribly painful memories. But you can also lose your dreams, sometimes even your family's faces or precious memories. In severe cases, you even forgot that you're taking a memory suppressant, practically amnesia. Our institute is creating a drug that accesses specific memories and paralyzes only that part. It can't be used universally, but we plan to market it separately for backups or trauma. If we succeed, it wouldn't be misused for kidnapping or human trafficking under the name of amnesia drugs. Losing memory due to a drug. Comes back if you stop taking it, right? In theory, yes. But it seems there are cases where that's not true for the product on the market. That's also the fundamental reason for my long clinical trials. In Chroma City, there will be many people who need this, so frequent side effects are unacceptable. Although Chroma City is damn dark all day long, I'm not sure if there are that many patients who would want to suppress their own memories. The average patient doesn't seek a hospital until their condition worsens. I've even seen someone try to fix a paralyzed finger with stretching. Right, many people think of hospitals as a place to go for resurrection. Hold on. Death doesn't exist in that? Like, what? Or is she talking about Eve's getting, like, rebooted? That's like, that would be an insane lore drop, but they're just like, oh yeah, people see hospitals as a place to go to, like, be brought back from the dead. But this drug is also aimed at delaying the neurological disorder caused by light deficiency, not just overcoming strong trauma. The blackout phenomenon they call it zombies these days. That's what people usually call it here. Right, the biggest cause of becoming a zombie is neurological disorder. Despite having no other problems besides light deficiency, extreme trauma accumulates due to nervous system issues. If this drug is completed, the number of zombies on the streets will be reduced by more than half. Zombie prevention and trauma care. Sounds good. The fact that there's a way to get memories back seems good too. Hot topic amongst my colleagues. The fact that memories return when you stop taking it. Has some people arguing that it forces continuous purchase of the drug. That's exactly what I was just thinking. They say we need to consider the consumer's financial situation. That makes sense, but... Oh, your opinion on my research? Miss Leon's eyes widen. She think we found a common interest. You can't run away forever. If you erase your memories every time things get tough, I feel like you'll end up with nothing left someday. Even today's Miss Leanne would go back to face reality tomorrow. You'll do your best to handle the accident and finish the project, right? Well, yes. There are times when you have to do something, but you just can't. Trauma is one of them. There's a hole in your heart and it needs to be filled, but it hurts too much. With a hole, it's impossible not to feel weak in both body and spirit. You need to step back and recover, but you can't because the hole is in your own body. I thought the medicine you're making was made for situations like that. That's right, it's very difficult to fix something that has collapsed from the inside. Sometimes it's more important to get away from it and preserve your body and mind. I want the patients to be like you. I want the patients to be like you, Miss Anne. A way to regain some energy and find the courage to face the world again. I mean, I hope they solve their problems. I hope they solve the problems they've postponed from a mended, strong mind and body. Like today's Miss Leanne. As they said in a certain manga, right? There's no paradise in the place you escape to. I don't know what that... Does anyone know what that is off the top of their head? Because I don't know what that is. It has to be from like a real manga reference, right? Since it's your medicine, Miss Leanne, I hope it turns out just as you wish. You little... Oh, she's turning red. Why? I thought that was a pretty cool thing for me to say. She lunged at... Oh god, am I gonna get beat? Okay. I believe she had no intention of harming me, but I couldn't stop myself from instinctively stepping back. Now that you've said that, I'll be sure to protect the project. Okay. Okay, now let me go. Let me hug you a little longer. Okay. Just a little. Just a little. Can't be doing malpractice now. That would be frowned upon. We are basically like we're engineers to these robots. We're basically medical professionals. That'd be malpractice. Can't be doing that. It's just like playing clinical trials. We can't be doing that. Left after making a wonderful vow and having a bit of tantrum. After having a little bit of trauma, she left. After she had a little bit of a tantrum, she left. She must have had her own pain, unrecognized by anyone. Look at the time. I should go to the cafe where Prey works for lunch. Do we get to leave? Repair complete. Target moves 40. Parts move count 49. Oh man, I suck. I'm calmed down now thanks to you. I can think rationally again. I'm imperfect. I did flounder a bit, I feel like. Blade. Oh. Take a little bit of water. Glad to see some diversity. Tier 2 power unit. Tier 2 neural unit. 2 of each. Quick. Sir? What are you staring blankly for? Excuse me, customer. Are you by any chance in front of me right now? Can you only see the visible light spectrum? That is such an oxymoron sentence. Can you only see the visible light spectrum? Yes, because the visible light spectrum is the only visible light spectrum. What do you mean? Yes, I haven't had the optic nerve digitization procedure done yet. But like, even, okay, like I understand that that's where they're going. Like, this guy exists in colors that we can't perceive, blah, 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 blah. But like, that still wouldn't be called the, like, non-visible, the visible and non-visible, I don't know. You're not even up to the basics of the city. In this fucked up neighborhood where it's night the moment you open your eyes, if you live seeing only visible light, you'll soon get a neurological disorder and become one of those drooling idiots out there. I subscribe to Neon Shine regularly, so I don't really need it. Oh dear, we have an idiot here. Oh, this guy's woke. Ah yes, the invisible light. Yes, I can see the invisible light spectrum. Oh dear, we have an idiot here who offers money to that damn corporation. You're either a foolish sucker brainwashed by the media, or a crazy bastard born with a silver spoon who thinks money grows on trees. Well, fuck you, dude. Never mind, get out of here, get out of my shop. I don't know what kind of life you're living. I'm too law-abiding to live by your ways. I'm amazed someone with their head this far in the clouds is still seeing this city. It's a wonder you're walking around on your own 2 feet. What a crazy customer. Customer, please deactivate your optical camouflage, and if you're not getting a repair, please leave. Choose to exist outside of staying visible, then makes it other people's problem when they can't be seen. Dude. These fucking wokies. Brat, why are you suddenly recommending I deactivate my optical camouflage? To do a repair, I need to scan and replace the unit. I need to see you to fix you. Get this fuck ass moron out of here. But I can't see you at all, so I can't do a proper repair. Is that the only reason? Heh, you got a knack for comedy. Why would you replace it? I can just swap it out myself. Okay, do it then. Somewhere else. Swap it out yourself, go for it. Just as a person can't perform surgery on themselves by cutting open their own stomach and messing with their own organs, and Eve also cannot open its core section to replace the unit by itself. Nothing is impossible, Brat. Okay, stop. Okay. It's just popping the casing, swapping the unit, and closing again. Do it then. If I make a small mistake in the process and cut the power, that's just where my life ends. That wasn't even a joke. I was actually just like speechless for a second. That's a level of recklessness that leaves me speechless. I'd appreciate it if you just shut up and make the unit. Sir, as much as I'd love to just shut up and make it for you, I can't fucking see you. As the manager, I also have to think about the reputation of my repair clinic. Even if I die without anyone knowing, no one will blame this place. Even if my head gets blown off by a corporation's summary executioner's bullet while walking down the street, everyone will think it's natural death. How can I be sure of that? Blade Hamilton. Blade mentioned my name. Oh wait, I don't need to read that. I was like, Blade, and Blade Hamilton, it's a pleasure. Mentioning my name in the back alley 3 blocks from here, and everyone will understand. So now, what you need to do is wipe that stupid look off your face and synthesize the units for me. Can't do that if I can't fucking see them. This person's impossible to reason with. Blade. My name is Blade. First name Blade, last name also Blade. Understood, Mr. Blade. Blade. Understood, Blade. I'll make the unit for you first. What units did you want exactly? I told you already. Tier 2 power unit. Tier 2 neural unit. Bro, you think I was fucking listening? Imprint it into your stupid head so you don't forget. Bro, damn it. Please wait a moment. Create units for lunatic. Target time. Okay, so I get like unlimited moves but fast. And you're all okay. We go quickly here. I can't go quickly here when everything's time gated. What the fuck? do this, do this, do that, do this, do that. Do this, do this, do that. Repair. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do that. Do this. Do that. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do that. Do. Stop. Do this. Do this. Do that. Wait, that's actually so good. Yeah, I meant to do that. Repair. Repair. Thank you for waiting. It's the only person that could dismantle you in chronological order is crazy. What does that even mean, dismantle you in chronological order? Faster than I thought. The synthesized units are clean too. Despite your dumb first impression, you're more skilled than you look. I feel like that's the nicest thing that this guy will say to me, so we'll fucking take it, I guess. Thanks for the compliment. Oh, see? Dude, Chris and I, same person. Well, except for the creepy part. Since I'm in a good mood, let me give you a piece of advice. You'd better erase that psychotherapy introduction on your door. Place I went to last week to get it on with a big what? Oh my, oh, okay. I read that so incorrectly. The place I went the place I went to last week to get it on with a big-breasted Eve had the same thing written on it. Okay. I appreciate the advice, but that's my clinic identity. Place to get it on with big-breasted Eves as we saw earlier. I don't think I can change it. Instead, if you deactivate your optical camouflage next time and let me repair you directly, you'll be able to properly experience the service. As long as you have that thing dangling between your... As long as you have that thing dangling between your legs, no service will be possible for me. But thanks anyway. It seems I didn't come for nothing. Take care, Mr. Blade. See you again next time. Blade. Don't count on it. Good. Actually, wait. See you next time. Don't count on it. That's actually kind of funny. Dealing with insane customers is incredibly draining. I should close up for today and soothe my tired body and soul with a can of beer. Nice. Oh, for someone with such a dumb looking face, your hands are pretty fast, aren't they? I'll give you that. I had a dream about being beaten by an invisible man. Crazy. High risk atom suppressant in the city. High risk suppressed in the city. Summary executioner between fear and salvation. Yesterday's rampage of a high risk atom in the city center was quelled early by the deployment of Sunshine Corp's summary executioners. The eliminated unit was confirmed to be an autonomous data anomaly manifestation, having entered LDS stage 3 blackout with self-data loss and only slaughter instincts remaining to avoid repeating the nightmare of the first Eve. Oh my god, first Eve atom. Oh, that was lost on me for a second. They're called Eves, the first Eve atom. Okay. Sunshine Corp emphasized periodic photonic cleaning via neon sunshine. Why do I keep saying sunshine? Neon shine is the only preventive measure, and executioners are the last bastion to delete system errors that have already occurred. The emotionless summary executioner eliminated the atom without hesitation, but the view from the scene is complicated due to the complete immunity granted by the government. Compensation for the damage to citizens caught up in the suppression process remains elusive. Citizens' eyes looking upon the summary executioners, the shields protecting Chroma City, and the blade of terror reigning above the law cross perilously between relief and trembling. Cold metal melting when striped. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Secret. I was about to rip that so hard. The avatar. Secret tunnel. Secret tuning. Secret tunnel would be lewd in this context, I feel like. Secret tuning skyrockets. What? Oh no. As marriage registrations between humans and Eves hit an all-time high, the trend of secret tuning, modifying Eve body parts into forms optimized for sexual activity, is spreading in the shadows, going beyond simple cosmetic. Imitation. Procedure implants ultra-fine heating coating. Oh, okay. Do I need... Okay, I'm not going to read this. Yeah, I'm not reading that. They're putting dicks on the robots. That's all we need to know. Sunshine Corp executive attacked and missing. Glass slipper found at scene. Last night, 15th, an incident occurred in the Deep Red Streets district on the city outskirts. Hey Matt, welcome in. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. On the city outskirts, where a high-ranking Sunshine Corp executive was attacked by unidentified terrorists and went missing. USA investigation results confirmed that all stabilizers guarding the scene were killed. They all died instantly from precise penetrating wounds in the shape of a stiletto heel to the center of the forehead. Blood-stained glass slipper presumed to be used in the crime was left at the crime scene. Authorities are focusing on the fact that the modus operandi matches a series of disappearances that have occurred over the past few months. The terrorist known to the public as Cinderella has been targeting high-ranking government officials and Sunshine Corp executives. All victims so far remain missing, with the survival unconfirmed. The USA has formed a special investigation team to clarify the truth of this incident and is tracking the culprit's whereabouts by analyzing connections with previous incidents presumed to be the work of the same offender. Checked in 69 times and reported first 27 times. That is a nice number. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Actually surprised no one claimed first yet, but then again, Rinrin's streaming right now and she's normally the one to snag it, so that tracks. Okay, well, now that I'm done talking about the dream about being beaten by an invisible man, let's go. Since I couldn't see him, I couldn't fight back and just got beaten up. Not exactly a pleasant feeling. Is it because of that customer from yesterday? Probably. The invisible man for... Dude, well, I can't... Why am I dreaming about invisible man beating my ass? Is it because there's invisible man threatening to beat my ass yesterday? I don't know. Mystery. Unsolved mystery. Phew, I would hope only decent customers come in today. Open for business. Another big complaint I have is that the save file, like, literally spoils who comes in next. And I wish it didn't do that. Because now I know it's going to be Prey. Which I'm excited to see, like, repeat customers, because I think that that's going to be, like, I don't know, interesting story development. Open for business. Optical camouflage. I can't believe that symbol of crime is being used so openly. Well, is it being used openly if you can't see them? Has the city completely given up on security? It's not so much that they gave up, but rather adapted. Most homes and shops have at least one infrared sensor for security. Even if they can't catch thermal optic camouflage, they can easily detect regular optical camouflage. Then what about thermal optic camouflage? If you use that, the military intervenes instead of the urban stability agency, so you need some serious guts to try it. Thanks to that, the citizens of Karma City can rest easy and entrust their safety to infrared sensors. Living there sounds exhausting. To think hide and seek is part of daily life. Because of that, life here is never boring. That's not boring, it's just troublesome. You have to endure minor inconveniences to be worthy of living in the city of miracles. Miracle my foot. It's just a neighborhood that's dark and gloomy all day long. Yeah, we're basically just in New York. That's why the neon signs filling every corner look even more dazzling. The night of the streets where humans, Eves, and neon signs mingle is more beautiful than any day elsewhere. I was so captivated by the sight that I dared to become independent here with just one old piece of equipment. It's probably not the night, but the eaves filling the streets that captivated you. And what wait, it's probably not the night, but the eaves filling, oh, she's being condescending. And what independent? You make it sound cool, but did you wipe your hard drive or something? Seems like yesterday you were whining about not having money or for food. Who was it begging mom and dad to save him? I paid it back with interest. Yeah. Looks like a customer is here. You're not sulking, are you? No, I'll hang out with you again tomorrow. He's sulking. Definitely sulking. I'm not sulking. Yeah. Pray, do you know you're laughing very evilly right now? Really? Normally, I would have picked a fight and looked for something fun to do. But today, I'll generously let it slide. Miss Prey, speaking as a professional, looks like you need immediate maintenance. You're acting nuts. Eve neural network issues often accelerate over time. We need to start right away. As expected, your buzzkill reactions are the best for regaining my stability. Something wrong? What do you mean by stability? Didn't you see the article yesterday? A high-ranking executive from Sunshine Corp was attacked and went missing on the outskirts of the city. That person from a few days ago. Definitely. They haven't released the identity, but I doubt there's more than one executive visiting the outskirts at this time. Since Polar Night is just around the corner, the city's biggest festival coming up, they wouldn't have enough leisure to obsess over trivial things like streetlights, unless there's someone a bit weird. For feelings about a nuisance, Prayer's resentment seems quite deep. Maybe there's something more she hasn't told me yet. She's the Cinderella killer, guys. I'm fucking sure of it. Are you worried because a kidnapping happened nearby? It's not that, I'm not worried at all. But if I were scared of that, I would have run away to the next city a long time ago. It's not a big deal. Continuous focus adjustment of the ocular lenses, irregular core pulsation. This is a common phenomenon when power is being diverted elsewhere. Dude, am I like fucking medically analyzing her as she's talking about being nervous about something? What the fuck? Right now, there's no noticeable physical activity or computational load. That means you're preparing for an emergency. These are typical signs of anxiety or fear response, you know. What do you know? Apparently a lot. First class core section engineer, photonic neural network restoration specialist, Eve body maintenance technician, certified. I am smart. I'm an Eve management and inspection expert, certified by Chroma City. And the person who opens up your body at least every week to check for problems. I hate it. What exactly does she hate? Don't talk about my condition as you please. Wait, what? Short hair woman automaton vigilante potential. I have a suspicious feeling that our close friend may be the killer. Well, that's a-okay with me. The talk about raising the neon sign, oh my god, I cannot read the phrase neon shine to save my life tonight, and I do not know why. The talk about raising the neon shine subscription fee is gone, and the streetlight removal plan was scrapped too. Only good things are happening. I don't know what happened, but you can be honest with me at least. Cinderella help. See, dude, it's her. It's fucking her. It's literally her. 100%. Because I left a post. Cinderella already a famous dark hero in cyberspace. No, she didn't confess. You can't say I knew it yet. But she's like, oh, this person helped solve my problem. Yeah, because you're fucking her. You solved your own problem. Get it, girl. You're fucking great for that. Goated for killing a CEO. Fucking Luigi. Anyway, don't worry, I won't tell anyone. A figure whose existence is ambiguous, indeterminate, whether a group or an individual, famous for assassinating key figures in corporate or drug cartels and leaving Glass Slipper conspicuously at the scene. His activities gained support from the impoverished, filled with spite, and mass-produced countless fans, but there had to be a sour side to his actions. See, she's throwing us off by saying his. We all know it's gonna be her. Connections with criminal groups that produce countless innocent victims, or actions suspected to be means of eliminating political opponents of the ruling class were numerous, and people claim to be Cinderella are pouring out endlessly. It seems there's a culture among fans to treat all that as copycat crime. Are you saying you can't be scared of a hero? Worry and fear are separate emotions. Even for experts, the risk of misdiagnosis is high without detailed analysis. That is the nerdiest response to that statement. It's just worry. Because copycat crimes using Cinderella's fame happen often. See, she's anxious about it because it's fucking her. I'm so locked in on it. You're not fooling me. Right. What? Suddenly? This neural unit is connected to the sympathetic nervous system. Tension is immense even with a light press. How much did you push yourself? Did you push yourself in the killing of several people, perhaps? Probably. It might be completely burnout. It's not that bad. It's your habit to reward yourself when you're anxious, isn't it? Like figurines or limited edition goods. Since your balance is empty, looks like you rewarded yourself in a different way. She rewarded herself by killing many people. Like, I'm not falling for this. I know what he's insinuating. He's insinuating she went out and got it, but like that's not what happened. If we let tonight pass, it could be really dangerous, so we'd better replace it. Okay, before I do this, I will be right back. Haha, sorry Matt, you're not gonna see the reason of the joke quite yet. I'll be right back though. Give me a few minutes. I am back. Well, 1 second. Kind of back. No, admittedly I'm being spoiled right now. As I'm, you know, out here playing video games on stream, my housemate made food. So I'm now have butternut squash soup and we'll soon have kebabs. Thank you for the hydrate. Appreciate it. I feel like I was kind of saying this when I was out there. Growing up, I used to like not. I used to be like not. What is it? I used to grow up like not liking soup. Now, like as an adult, I fucking love soup. Soup is like one of my favorite things. It is really hot though, so I'm gonna let it like chill for a minute. Honestly, the I can fix her idea has been great so far. Yeah, like, well, first of all, I'm glad. Like I said, it's just I really like atmospheric games, and again, that's what the appeal was. It wasn't the big-breasted robot woman. It was the actual appeal of like the idea, the concept seemed really good in the like brief trailer that I watched. So I was like, funny joke. If it's cringe, you know, funny stream. But so far I'm liking it. The lore is like interesting, although like a bit, I don't know. I don't want to say cliche, but it's not like it's typical cyberpunk vibes in a perspective that we don't really see, right? Like cyberpunk games. I haven't played Cyberpunk 2077. That's like the cyberpunk game, right? It's literally called Cyberpunk. You say cyberpunk game, everyone thinks you're talking about Cyberpunk 2077. I haven't played that, and I want to. But the issue I have with that game is that like you are the badass super mega like protagonist hero guy. And that's just every game ever. I like cyberpunk as a genre because of like the messaging. And I think that's why I really like Cloudpunk as a game, because the messaging, and it's like you're not super awesome badass hero, you're a delivery driver. It's like you are living normal person life job in this like fantastical or fictitious environment. And I feel like you are more exposed to the dystopian environment by just having regular Joe Schmo job in that environment. So like the fact that this is a repair shop idea and like a world of androids was like interesting, but then it's also like you're talking to them and you get stories, and while there might be some like innuendo in it, ultimately what it's like, even with Leanne, who is, oh my god, holy shit thirsty, like the story was interesting. She works for a pharmaceutical company and she was talking about like that kind of side of things. We got like the rescue robot lady that I already forgot her name, but she looked like Kason. So it's like, it's interesting. Okay, praise request. Replace praise overloaded neural unit. Target moves 30, so it's not time limit. I imagine eventually I'll get time limit and target limit. I got 30 moves. I will fix her. "2077 has a great story, decent shooting, and maybe cheeks everything else. Eat that dang soup before it goes cold. It's too hot. I'm drinking it as it's cooling down, right? Because it's in a mug, so it's like the surface is slowly cooling, and then but the bottom is still like molten hot magma. So I'm like sipping on it as it cools down. Pro level strats. I'm playing it right now. Well, I'm playing this game, which is basically the same thing but better. I'm doing a no implants run. Should I, do you guys want me to play Cyberpunk? Because like, it's on my list of things to play eventually. It just wasn't like, top priority of something I want to play. But is that something you know you'd want to watch me play? Because like I will. I've seen almost nothing of Cyberpunk. The only thing I know about it is that there's Keanu Reeves, there's Katana, and there is a very rich woman who uses you to do something that I don't know exactly. Isn't that game really bugged? It was on launch, but it's been improved. Cyberpunk is 80+ hour game. Yeah, I know it's an investment. That's why it's not like top of my to-do list. Looks like someone had too much money. Yeah, this is insinuating that she relieves stress by going out to like a club or something, but we know she's the fucking killer. Pray, we got you dead to rights. But yeah, let's, okay, set this down. That is really good. All right. We will repair this air. What the fuck is that? As expected, there's an overloaded unit. Overloaded units destroy nearby module units every certain number of turns. Dang, really? #1 of all time? Some people just like the cyberpunk aesthetic. I mean, I like the cyberpunk aesthetic, which is why I'm playing many less notable cyberpunk games. Do I get to know how many turns? Oh, I do. Thank God. Turns remaining until overloaded units shown on top right. Upon overload, one space left right of the unit and modules in the same column. The entire, okay, that's important to note. Mental note, immediate left right and the entire column get vaporized when this goes off, and okay. Be destroyed after undergoing overload 3 times. Let's repair while avoiding destruction of required units. I want to do this. Oh, fuck. I kind of want to cheese and restart already. We won't. That's a coward's move. We're not a coward. We're no coward here. Fix. Is Lancer considered? I don't know what Lancer is. What is Lancer? What is das? Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, yeah, hold on. Blah, blah, blah. Didn't happen. I'm cheesing it. Wait, oh my god, wait, hold on. I'm actually cheesing it for real because I moved some. What? Okay, stop. I'm not moving that. I swear. I restarted those because those are misclicks. I think that's more understandable. Repair. Mech TT RPG made by the person who does KSBD webcomics. Ah, yes. KSBD webcomics. Of course. How could I be so stupid? Know what that is. Anything cyber dystopia is considered cyberpunk aesthetic. And you're no, never mind. I'm not going. Not going there as in like it's a bad thing, but not going there as in like tangentially related, not a subject that really needs to be talked about right now. Talked about right now. Go ahead and do that. Cool. We do one of these. Do this. Cooking. Be a bit gentler. Now we can just do this. First try. First try. You must have been very anxious. Hey Pink, hope you're doing well. I was lurking on your stream the other day as you were playing Pokemon. But yeah, I hope you're doing well today. Happy Friday still. I'm gonna do my Duolingo before we hit the end of the night. Dude, there's no way I'm getting this done in 30. You're oop, lol, which Pokemon? I'm not cheating right now by looking. So like, here's the thing. I think I know, but I don't want to say the wrong thing and embarrass myself. Hold on. It's in my history. I'm cheating by looking at my history. The last time I tuned in was when you were playing. Yeah, okay, it was Pokepedia. I was gonna say, were you playing normal Pokemon or were you playing Pokepedia? Because I know I've been watching a lot of people playing Pokepedia. But then I didn't want to say, oh, I was watching you play Pokepedia and have you be like, oh, I haven't played that yet. And then I'm embarrassed and confused you with somebody. No, it was definitely Pokepedia. Oh, my addiction. Yeah, how is it? Is it scratching the itch of Animal Crossing? Is the condition very bad? Yeah, it's very bad. It's almost like you killed people. Overvoltage flowed through the overloaded neural unit enough to affect even the dial equipment. Just how hard did you stimulate it? Well, I just suddenly got scared. I don't know what you're so worried about. If you were this anxious, you should have just called me. I could have helped you directly by your side. I could have helped you murder some CEOs, pray. River, what? Okay. Hold on. Sometimes I'm not very smart. Prepare. I love it. I played, dude, okay. I played maybe 2 hours of Animal Crossing in my life, and I'm not gonna lie. I literally bought a Switch and bought the game to play with somebody that I liked, and then they just stood me up and never played the game with me. So now I have a deep, seething disdain for the game. I'm exaggerating a bit for comedic effect, but it's also a true story. I literally bought a Switch and Animal Crossing because of somebody that I wanted to see, and then they just stood me up and never played with me. So it's just like, why did I buy this shit ass game? I never played it. It happens to the best of us. Yeah, it does. Does Cinderella pull that off with a glass slipper every time? Pretty much. According to someone who watched the crime scene from quite close up. You doing the crime scene? I'm onto you. He did all that using just a glass slipper without any other weapon. Oh yeah, I'm sure. The glass slipper always left behind is actually the tool used for the crime? I guess so. I saw on SNS that there was a heel-shaped hole in the stability officer's forehead. That post was censored quickly, but the fountain of blood spurting from the forehead of an existence I always feared was so violent that I inadvertently started rooting for him after that. Dude, you're literally him. The expression fountain is even more violent. She's describing it, she's seen it. Dude, I'm so certain. Like, it's obvious. It's painfully obvious. I don't even think they're really trying to hide it, but I just want the reveal. Oh, I should probably, fuck. Am I cooked if I do this? I might be cooked if I do that. Nope, I just narrowly avoid being cooked. But it adds an extra movement. I'm definitely not getting a perfect one on this one. Okay, that doesn't matter much. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a very low score on this one. I'm sorry, Prey. You deserve better than me. Sorry I can't be him, bro. Is it all done? Yeah, fortunately the surrounding units weren't badly deformed, so I only swapped out the nearly burnt neural units. Thanks to that, the tense neural unit seemed to have calmed down. Thank you. Don't mention it. But even though my condition was a mess, it seems like it took quite a bit longer than usual today. I know, I'm not good. Was something wrong? Perhaps you, like me, were alone all night. Since you're at a vigorous age. Okay. Why are you being lewd? No, you don't need to respect that. It's not like that at all. Just because of the overvoltage flowing through the narrow unit, the dial equipment almost broke several times during the maintenance. I might be saying this because I don't know, but hearing roughly about it looks incredibly dangerous. And about your symptoms. It's not that big of a deal. It's a problem of repeated forced updates of the neural network, but it doesn't affect daily life. Our undercover hero is very condescending. Condescending or teasing. Everyone in this game is thirsty because it is also, on top of being dystopian sci-fi future game, it's also like, you know what it is. I had to turn on stream mode. Okay. Soup consumed. Soup was delicious. Okay, except for the problem that some memories might be lost. You just need to restrain yourself from now on. Relax your face a bit. Seems like you have something to say too. You say it all without such a serious face. Are we telling her she has a resting bitch face? That's so rude. Of course, because why else would an android... Why else would an android... Dude, there was an orca lady with a tail earlier, because the tail was quote unquote to break through walls. Is that not what a hammer's for? Would you not make a robot to have like hydraulic systems in the arms to hold like big wrecking ball ass hammer? If that was the true functionality, not give them an orca tail because you want a robot orca waifu? Like what is, okay. You know what I'm saying. Can you say it all with such a serious face? Ah, forget it. For someone so dense, I can't hide anything from you. Professional certifications aren't just for show, but I wish you'd read the room a bit. Sometimes there are stories I don't want to tell. Cinderella was my idol. I was the #1 fan, unshaken by controversies. But when an incident happened right here, and because of me, those things filled my head. What if something happens to our cute boss? What if the evil mechanic on the 2nd floor becomes the target? Am I an evil mechanic? If something like that happened, I felt like I'd go crazy thinking it was my fault. I left a post on the Cinderella help board, and the news came out less than half a day later. I was someone who followed him, treating controversies as gossip. But fear took over when people around me got involved. Okay, maybe she isn't it. Actually, kind of thinking about it, maybe she isn't it. As far as I know, over 3,000 posts are written on that gallery every hour. Oh, what if it's me? What if I'm him? I think you have an excessive sense of responsibility. Even if Cinderella really chooses targets looking at the board. Possibility of seeing your okay, actually new theory. I'm the killer. I changed my mind. I don't think it's her, it's me. Because she complained about something and I killed that person specifically makes sense. The possibility of seeing your post is almost nil. Yeah, see, no, it's okay, new theory. It's not her, it's me. I knew it, question mark. You're probably right. Excessive responsibility. But once I fell into the mire, I couldn't realize that. Yeah, everything seemed to be my fault. I worried about things that hadn't ever happened yet. I'm completely drained from groaning all night. Gross. While touching innocent neural units. Gross. Happiness is the best means to forget pain. Nasty. Anyway, seeing the fine boss in you this morning, I just let out a hollow laugh. That's why you came making naughty sounds. Naughty? You said I was evil. Seeing Prey back to her usual self also felt more relaxing after being tense. Sometimes it's better to just throw it up. Like when you have okay. What nonsense are you talking about all of a sudden? It means you don't have to hide just because it's immature or contradictory. Of course, you shouldn't always do that. It's wasteful to vomit food and drink. It looks unsightly. Why are we talking about vomit? To the girl who obviously is looking at us a certain way. But nothing beats it when you have indigestion. What a beautiful analogy. Is this Riz? Chad, is this Riz? Guys, is this Riz? Venting to someone close enough can sometimes help you overcome it. It might make people hate you. I also find people who only talk about their hardships annoying. It's fine if it's not always, but only when it's hard. That's why I started this repair clinic in the first place. If you have anything left to say, it's better to just say it. Something I want to say. Alright. Right, clears your throat. Guys, this is it. Then Chris. Next Thursday is Polar Night Day. That day, Polar Night Day, like the majority of people who are excited, I feel nothing but dryness. Seeing that even the shut-in Prey has plans makes me feel like I'm the only one in Chroma City without memories of Polar Night Day, a day I'm strangely uninterested in. Perhaps it's because the happiness in my room overwhelms the noisy streets and lights. Is it okay? Oh, what? I was lost in thought for a moment. Sorry, could you say that again? Let's grab a meal together. It's a holiday. Bro failed successfully twice. We're aiming for a different peak season. Boss says Polar Night is everyone's peak season, so this is more profitable. In my opinion, it's clear she just wants to do Doshin activities. You mean about Buff Girl? The last episode airs next week. She's already busy preparing sugar crafts and cosplay costumes. Must be nice to have a boss with matching tastes. We're back. Okay, what a beautiful conversation. What a beautiful conversation talking to this android woman about vomiting, indigestion, and porn. Very enlightening. That's why I applied it in the first place. Physical comic books proudly displayed on the cafe shelf or the trigger. Since it's a retro concept cafe, I suspect they just put anything there. But inside a box in the corner of the cafe, I saw a pile of handmade goods stock. This person is real. I knew it immediately. Take next week's cosplay event, for example. The boss is even more enthusiastic than I am. I have a feeling your boss is going to be safe. Best workplace, except for the fact that we work non-stop. Sounds fun, but also sounds like it'll be quite tough. Better than working during polar night. It's annoying to work when everyone else is resting. There are double the customers than usual. Plus, the power of Buff Girl is amazing. Speaking of which, I should get going. The boss is probably sweating bullets alone. Good luck with your work. You too. And clean your ears next time. Hey, I'm still getting dinner on polar night. Can't even hear what's said right in front of you. Sorry, I wasn't listening. My ears are clean though. Maybe it's because I haven't taken today's nutritional supplements yet. That's a weird place to say that. Dude is quirky. Don't do that next time. Good things come to those who listen. As Prey left, belated fatigue washed over me. I didn't know the difference in nutritional supplements would be this big, or the difference in not getting a good night's rest from murdering a bunch of CEOs with a glass slipper, maybe, perhaps. I should go cool my head. Yeah, I failed that spectacularly. Oh, it still tinkles a bit, but it worked. I'll have to be careful for a while. Target moves 30 and I did it in 45. I fucking suck, dude. This game, like, honestly, like, scaled pretty quickly in difficulty. Oh, Leanne's back. Fuck. Why does it have to be her? Why couldn't it be literally anyone else? Okay. Your face looks a bit redder than yesterday. Did you catch a cold? Thanks for worrying. I went out for a bit and it was chillier outside than I thought. I guess I should have worn a coat. Anyway, it's been a while since we've seen each other this often. Did the matter from last time go well? Actually came to talk about that. We went through all the necessary procedures, but it's unclear if I'll be disciplined. It's out of my hands. But I'm hopeful about the project's future. Remember the Nepo hire who was management's trump card? He changed his mind and decided to help finish our project. And his ability is amazing. So we might succeed in manufacturing a safe drug within this month. That's amazing. And did that person get struck by lightning or something? Suddenly helping you, Leanne? After meeting you yesterday, I sincerely apologized to him. And I asked him that this project is my dream. And that if not now, I might never be able to attempt it in my life. Holy hell, why are those so huge? Her, like, little, like, horn things? Her glasses? I don't... What do you mean? What are you talking about exactly? I don't know what you're talking about. Do you know what he said then? He asked why I didn't say so earlier. He had been seeing us as being in cahoots with the management all this time. Does that make sense? Ending the project early, according to the management's opinion, was his job. He sinks. Someone who doesn't give a single bit of attention if it's not... Dude, wait, am I gonna open up the same area again? Because he's that kind of person. He still doesn't remember a single name of the people in the company. That's serious. Turns out, got into a huge debt distracted by his own research. And it seems the pharmaceutical company recruited him with research funding as bait. Essentially, could be seen as similar to you, Leanne, since he's a person chasing dreams. I don't want to admit it, that annoying attitude is still the same. It sometimes feels like working with a super intelligent orangutan. But it's right to admit what needs to be admitted. That's cool. I wanted to hear you say that. You're cool. Good. More. You're cool, Leanne. Sighed with satisfaction and stared at me intently. Don't hug me again. Don't touch me. Now tell me your story. That's not how this works. Me and my job is to listen to stories. Because you keep dodging like that. Even though I visit so often, I know nothing about you. That might be why I'm curious. Or maybe... Alright, I kill CEOs with glass slipper at night. It's no big deal. Then, since we've been talking about dreams so far, I'll talk about that. Talking about the mysterious medicine you take whenever you can is also fine. Intelligent orangutan, Jokero Weaponsmith mentioned. I wouldn't doubt it's a reference. I wouldn't doubt that there's many references. They definitely referenced a manga earlier that I didn't know. I'm very interested in that too. Sorry to disappoint you, but that medicine is a supplement sent by my parents. I haven't even been taking it because I felt uneasy after our last conversation. What a boring answer. I thought it would be a greater secret. If you don't mind, you can check it yourself. Since I'm not taking it right now, wouldn't it be good to check it at the lab? No, I'm seriously reaching with that one. Oh, okay, fair. If the... I don't know what Jokero is. So I didn't understand. I'm sorry. I'm a fake fan. Despite being anime boy on the internet, I actually don't know much about manga or anime. I'm sorry. I'm a fraud. Sorry you had to find out like this. Sorry. Jokeros are a bunch of weaponsmith orangutans in... Oh, it's not even an anime. It's 40k. Oh, okay. Everything I just said was a joke. I'm not a fake fan, actually. I love watching anime all the time. That confession was a joke. It's all for the bit. I thought it was a JoJo reference. I obviously knew it wasn't because I'm a big fan. If the ingredients are clarified, I can take it with peace of mind. Leave it to me. Leanne snatched the pill bottle and tucked it in her bosom. Of course she did. Leanne's clothes probably have plenty of pockets, but she chose to do that because why wouldn't she? It's so fucking goofy too, because like it's deadass just a monkey that they were made by essentially demigods for the war in heaven. From what I understand, which isn't a lot, 40k lore in general is pretty wacky. Like, you've heard of like beating a dead horse? I feel like some of what Warhammer tries to get across, or 40k tries to get across, the horse is long since dead. It's not just beat, it's like mangled, it's blended. Like the irony in some of what they try to put out there is just so goofy and obvious. I don't know. Like, that's not a critique. That's just like, from the limited bits I know, it seems like whatever point they're trying to prove is just like, the analogy is so blatant. It couldn't be more clear. It's like, ah, yes, imperial servitude to death and even beyond, where we seal ourselves in sarcophagus and yet we still fight for him and his name or whatever. I don't know. Fake, not even fake 40k fan. I'm not a 40k fan. I just never got into it. I'm kind of scared too. I feel like I would like it. I feel like that's just a commitment that I can't like task myself with. So are you going to get an inspection? I will be. Before that, it's a rare opportunity. Let's talk a bit more. No. Get on the dial. How about it? How about it? No. Fuck. Okay. She grinned and adjusted her sitting posture. You're standing. As if expressing interest, her face came twice as close, and a burdensome smile greeted me. I have a sister named Michelle. We were inseparable when we were young, and we still contact each other every day, mostly to belittle each other. Oh. You don't need to write it down. No, continue, stop writing it down. When she was young, Michelle kept telling me she wanted to become an Eve, because parts can just be changing in time and they have many strengths compared to humans. Considering the long conflict between Eves and humans, I don't know how childish Michelle was back then. Sister-in-law is positive about Eves. My sister-in-law. What did you say? Huh? Nothing, keep going. Stop writing things down. Stop being weird. From some point I wanted to make Michelle's dream come true. I don't have a clear memory. Maybe I wanted to be a good brother. Or maybe it was a goal I had on the side since my major overlapped. Time passed and I got all the technical certifications related to Eve. And naturally, it became more comfortable for me to communicate with Eves than with people. Doesn't that imply that we don't see Eves as people? Isn't that condescending? Oh, she's one of those? Dude, she is hard one of those. Like, she is... Whatever this stereotype is, whatever dere this is, she is 100% that dere. Big obsessive, big breast obsessive scientist archetype. I don't know why that is such a specific archetype, but it exists in so many things. Like, what's the murderous scientist that people were obsessed over like 2 months ago on the internet? I don't keep track. I just am cursed with Twitter feed. My sister left for the other side of the world, and the dream of becoming an Eve has long been forgotten. I felt it last time too, but you cherish your sister more than I thought, don't you? I do cherish her. You do? Siblings, I know, are basically in a relationship where they'd try to kill each other if there were no laws. You are a severe case among severe cases. V. Talk to Michelle every day, and I got this job because of Michelle. Sorting it out one by one is embarrassing to deny it. Parents are probably also killed by CEOs, and Michelle didn't like that, which is why I killed them with glass slippers. Don't tell anyone. Habitual areas can be hard to perceive. Anyway, it's surprising. I never thought there'd be someone you're that attached to. Attachment to my sister. Actually, the level of attachment is... Are you getting married? Not married. Oh, fuck. Freudian slip. Maintenance today. I don't know why I said married. Are you getting married? But also, by chance, are you getting maintenance today? I thought, like, oh my god. I thought she was gonna insinuate something else. And then I Freudian slipped that. That's what I thought she was getting at. No! XD, dude. Rough. Biblical level of misspeaking. Listen, I thought she was gonna insinuate that we are too close, myself and my sister, in this game, virtually, for context. That she was gonna insinuate, like, are you guys, like, together? And I don't know why, but then I read maintenance as Mary, and that's what that was. Huh? Suddenly? I don't really need to. But there's no need to refuse either. Gently, please. Imagine if you'd be doomed. I would be. I would be doomed. Interesting that she's telling me to be gentle this time, when last time she was saying other things. Leave it to me. Inspection of spare units. Target moves 40. Okay. Lock in. We will do this. And 40 moves are... Oh, it's the same area. Oh my god. Okay, well at least it's the same area and not worse. Okay, let's see. What are we working with here? 40 moves? No problem. Bop. The smile on her face, dude, like the pose, everything. Why? We do one of these. We do one of these. We do one of these. Stop muttering. I didn't wait, she did? I didn't read that line. No way. I don't believe you. Let's rewind and check. No. That's okay. so good at this game. I'm locked in for her. Okay, I see. Okay. No. Wait. I saw it that time. A customer who came earlier said this. That a terrorist called Cinderella is going around smashing corporate executives' heads with glass slippers. I don't know who that is. I saw it on the news. The heel pierced cleanly through the frontal lobe. People think it's some kind of artistic judgment, but to me it's just the obsession of a terrible pervert psycho. Hey. I resemble that. But who cares? Thanks to that pervert, the company executives got scared and didn't come to work today. I'd even want to give them an achievement award. I'm right here. It's probably me. Easy. Couple ways to go about this. I think what I want to do is this here. I definitely could have done that better. That's okay. Have you been to the new synthetic whiskey bar nearby? The reviews are quite extreme. I have. The first taste was like disinfectant, and the aftertaste smelled like rusty rebar. OMG, Xander, hi. OMG, Ada, hi. Uno reverse. How's it going? Happy Friday. Is it still Friday? It's 10 to, I need to remember to do my Duolingo before it's 12. Otherwise I am in deep shit. But yeah, hello. How's it going? Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. Also pay no attention to what's on the screen. Actually, wait, there's nothing to see here. There's nothing to see here. Happy to wait, I've been missing your streams lately due to bad timing on my part. Happy to catch you again. You haven't been missing them. I haven't been streaming as much. I haven't been streaming as much lately. I am on a reduced schedule for the time being, so you haven't missed much. Pay no attention to what's on the screen behind me. But anyway, yeah, no, you're good. You never owe me an explanation. There's no expectation to be here. I'm not going to... Wait, you burnt yourself out like we were afraid of. Sure. Let's say that. And please don't read anything that appears in the left part of the screen. Yeah, don't, oh shit. There we go. Yeah, there's nothing to see here. Okay. Listen, it's not what it looks like. Well, okay, like, it's not what it looks like. I have the, God. That was weird. You ever just, off unexpectedly and change the subject? Yeah, me neither. Anyway, I have the first taste like disinfectant. Oh, I read that. It was a very honest taste of the slums. Is that a compliment? Damn fuck, I want to explode you whilst you were screen sized. I mean, that could be arranged. But what would be better? To do it when I'm screen sized or do it when I'm like, hold on. What would be better? If doing it from there or doing it like, oh, I don't think I have a full, I don't have a toggle to go. Hold? I don't really want to be exploded right now though. At least that cheap bar doesn't pretend to be luxury. Even $300 liquor, $300 liquor, Jesus Christ, sold in sophisticated lounges in city center. It's just synthetic concentrate from the same factory mixed with flavoring. Yeah, no, I missed the moment. Keep gaming. There'll be other opportunities. There's always opportunities to blow me up. These days, I care more about who tricks me less than the taste. All right, what are we working with here? I don't know if I could survive you exploding like that right now. Wait, and it's too. What do you mean survive? Huh? Gonna lurk to peak while playing marathon. Are you are you saying like that you want to play marathon sometime? I have marathon. I want people to play marathon with. Just casually throwing it out there. Yeah, no, I appreciate the lurk. I appreciate the lurk. How do we do this? Like this, I imagine. This needs to go up there somehow. Wait, what? I'm gonna lurk to peak while playing. I mean, you are peak, silly. Did I just misunderstand? Nah, that can never happen. I'm confused. I'm mildly confused. I was saying if you ever want to play marathon, let me know because I want to play more marathon. That's what I was saying. Oh, we should. Yeah, we should. I haven't played much, but the little that I have played, I've done well-ish. Mostly. I could be better. But there's only one way to get better. It's by playing more. I'll watch any content you decide to stream, but I don't have 40 bucks to not run a huge game that I probably will suck at. I mean, that's... Wait, what? That's fine. Like... I want to play marathon, but I also realize asking somebody to buy a game is... Asking somebody to buy a game... So, like, here's the thing. If I ask somebody to do a collab and they don't already have the game, I almost always insist to buy it for them, in the sense that, like, I honestly don't know how much I can commit, especially these days. I don't know how much time I can commit to like playing a game. And I've experienced it more than a handful of times where people like, buy this game, we're gonna play it all the time, and blah, blah, blah. And then I buy it and it's like, they just never play. So I'd never do that to somebody. If somebody has a game that I have, great. I'm not gonna like tell somebody to buy something seriously. I know I joke about it. I joked about it with Arc Raiders quite a bit. But I would never like ask somebody to sincerely order something just for the sake of me to play it with them, because I can't confirm like how much time I'll invest. I thought I wouldn't like it and then I played 10 hours in the last 2 days. That's how I was too. I don't know if you're still here because you said you were going to play a marathon. When I initially played it, I was very lukewarm, and then I played it with Fel some. When I played it with Fel, I just played a bit more of it and I was like, this is pretty fun. Like, I can get into this, I think. And then I played solo for a bit, and then I was like, I've just been wanting to play more, but I haven't been playing more because I've been trying to rest. Damn, so what you're saying is you got marathon, I got marathon. So exactly. And then I know at least one other person that has marathon. So I still need to keep my Arc Raiders commitment, especially because in the exact scenario that I'm talking about, while I would never seriously ask somebody to buy a game just to play with me, I have been semi-jokingly asking people to buy Arc Raiders, and I did just get a message today that somebody bought Arc Raiders, so now I do need to play Arc Raiders as well because I don't want to stand them up on a game that they spent $40 on. So I'm going to be juggling 2 extraction shooters, the one thing I said I didn't want to do with the time that I don't have. I'd like to play a game with any of you, but I'm poor, so I'm participating as moral support. I mean, like, games don't have to be, like, that's totally possible. And Matt, I want to do like community nights as well. That's like something that I haven't done yet that I want to do, community game nights. There are definitely there are definitely free games and also like low performance requirement games and free low performance requirement games that exist out there that would be entirely feasible to decide, let's play this. So I don't think it's something that won't happen. I think it's just a matter of when it will happen. The only thing that obviously right now is that time is a constraint. So we will figure something out though. Like, we will. This isn't a false promise. If there's anything, I do make due to my commitments. There are some great and fun and entertaining free-to-play games out there too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's good low-performance games, there are good free games, and there are good free low-performance games. Like, they exist. Sledding game demo. I don't know. I was gonna say I don't like demos, but that's not true. I love demos. But I like demos for like things that I'd consider playing to test it out before I commit to buying. I'll take notes. Dude, I don't know if I could do Warframe. Warframe is a commitment. I already just talked about 2 commitments. Sledding game is friend slop. I don't like that term friend slop. Because like, I feel like it implies like AI slop connotation, and I feel like a lot of these like games that are like 4-player whatevers are like still passion projects. I don't know. I understand like why it's a term. I don't think it's like it's. I feel like it's like unnecessarily derogative. Warframe is honestly super easy to pick up and put down. I played it a long time ago when the intro was completely different and it was really scuff. Before the game, like, I'm pretty sure that's a game. Not pretty sure. I know that Warframe exists as it does as a result of how the community opted to play. So I was one of those people that played Warframe very early, and my playstyle wasn't zoom pass through all the content. My playstyle was to play the content as the developers really originally intended it to be played, and then I got very frustrated by everyone just running past all the content to the end to like speedrun it, because in my opinion I would rather like enjoy the game and the experience than just like speedrun to the serotonin instant feedback, instant gratification. But that's ultimately where the entire fan base went, and that's where the game developers went as a result, because it's where the money was. And now the game is something that is like something that I would not enjoy because I don't like instant gratification. I don't know. I like it because number goes up. That's fair. A lot of people do like number goes up. I don't necessarily care about number goes up. I don't know. It's just me. I get you, it's kind of derogative, but I think most people nowadays use it more endearingly. Maybe. Also, Sexy Machine Lady Daddy. Are they? Are they? I don't know. Maybe I'm the weird one. Ember Heirloom. Look up right now. Ember. Oh, I thought you were saying look up, like look up at this in front of me, because this is also technically a Sexy Machine Lady, but not for me. I don't know. I have very like, not unique, I just have like, I think different taste than like the average person. Ember Heirloom. Ember here. Should I do this? Well, let me do this the streamer way, not just like the me way. New tab. That's the wrong button. Amber. What am I looking up? Ember Heirloom. Way too horny to be likable. True. Wouldn't this just burn? Like, I'll say like aesthetically, very cool design. There's definitely a lot of some of this going on, and some of this, and that's a design choice. I get it, but I don't. Also, like this right here, hold on, spin it around. Hold on, can I do, wait, hold on. Move this over here for a second. How that works, right? Hold on, I'm cooking. Let me cook. Nice thighs. I meant look at her from behind. Okay, but I'm trying to go somewhere with this. You're saying... Ember heirloom. I look at this. Open image, a new tab. That's as zoomed in as it gets. I look at this and all I think of is which don't get I look at this and all I think of is don't get me wrong though, Firefly, absolute legend. Well, okay, ultimate legend, but also ultimate missed opportunity. Firefly is the best worst thing in Honkai Star Rail. Oh, grippers. How do I look at, you're saying look at the back, but how do I even do that? Video.
This is the Ember Heirloom skin being added to Warframe July 20th, 2024.
Dude, this, okay, like dead ass. Pun. Why is it zoomed in? Why is my shorts going full screen? It really wants me to just scope in on it. That was not the intent. Hold on.
This is the Ember Heirloom skin being added to Warframe July 20th.
Why does this look like those, hold on. I'm going so... I keep saying I'm going somewhere with this. No, not Tracer, this. Why is her ass literally two of these squished together? Why is it literally two of these squished together? Is that, see what I'm saying? Like, bro. Don't do that with my goat. Elastic glitter ball. Here you go. They made an 18 plus toy for her. For those of you that want it, they made an 18 plus toy already. So they make those noises when they clap. Okay. What about Wisp Proto Frame? What about Wisp Proto? I don't know who that is. Whoever that is. Fuck that person. Me as I'm playing a dangerous game here. Not the usual dangerous game, but a different dangerous game. Wait, what? Okay, what? Wisp Proto Frame. Images. Okay, well at least that's human looking. I know it's not a human. Corrected myself. You're welcome. Caught myself. At least it's like human representing. Not that that's a requirement. For most people, not even for, I mean, most people, not that it's a requirement for everyone. But like, I understand this more. Hello, cosplayer. I understand this more. This makes more sense to me, but it's still like, just doesn't, I don't know. I don't know. Tall nun lady. Now, I do like a, don't get me wrong. I like me a nice tall nun lady. Don't get me wrong. But like, there's just something about that isn't it. So anyway, now that we have successfully, hello base department. Yeah, I run the place. I am the base department. Now that we've derailed entirely, which isn't a bad thing. I'm enjoying the conversation. I don't know. Are there any other warframes I should look up? Are you gonna sell me on? Try to sell me on any more? Alexander, based scientist. Most based scientist around. I think I knew that one. Heirloom. Same thing though. Pushing the boundaries of just how based a person can get. I'm a simple person. My only type is horns. I'm a simple person. I have one type. And the only person here. No, actually, pop quiz wiggle. What's my type? You get a. I'm trying to think of a good incentive. What? Dog? Fuck if I know. You know. I was gonna say, it's almost 3 a.m. I was gonna say, dog. Wait, what? That's actually fucking crazy. I was gonna say, like, some incentive for if you get the general concept right. Bigger incentive if you get the specific right. I thought it would be at least like enough of a hint or a reminder to specifically point to you, because you would know what I'm referencing out of everyone else here. So I'll give you one more opportunity to succeed. Those are some corporate buzzwords for you. I'll give you the opportunity to succeed. What's my type? I will not think less of you if you do not know, because this is like deep Xander lore. Dean, but you, like, I know we've talked about it before. We being the collective we. I only remember the Moon Lady and Hades. Okay, that's a pretty good one. Your type is I need you to use 100% of your brain. Lock in king. You'll get there. I believe in you. I want to give a hint, but I feel like the one hint I give would just make it immediately obvious. No, it's so niche that no one can guess it unless they know me. Can the non-wiggle here... Wait, can the non-wiggle here present, get... and give a little hint? Can the non-wiggle here present, get, give... Can't wait. No, that's not you. That's me. I can't read. Can the non-Wiggle here present can give a little hint? I can give a hint, but I want Wiggle to guess before I give a hint. Have a hint. Yeah. I can give a fried his brain. My brain is fried. Think deep. I know I've said it more than once, and I know I've said it more than once while you were in here. I know it's 3 a.m. This is a test of loyalty. Everything's on the line. That's an exaggeration, even if you don't know, that's okay. But I feel that you know. Aries wasn't exactly your type, but kind of. Okay, true. Like okay. Like obviously there are multiple types, but I'm talking about the one true type. The one true type. Because like Moon Lady and Hades is also like a type of all time. Oh, I remember. I believe that you remember. Yeah, okay. Wait a minute. This is okay, like this is gonna be the hint that Wiggle needs, but this is very, very representative. This is very representative of the one true type. This is very representative of the one true type. I won? You sort of won. You won in you won in the capacity. You won in the capacity that you could possibly have won. You won in the capacity that you possibly could have won. But it's the answer is I really like the Sylvari from Guild Wars a lot. But Wiggle, for your redemption, do you know the one true Sylvari? The one true Sylvari, do you know? Do you recall? Do you have a guess? I used to fawn over them all the time. Unapologetically. All the time. I don't like that one. That's not very... That's also too tree. There's like a sweet spot. Surely it's not as obvious as Kaith. It's not as obvious as Kaith. Do you want to guess or do you want me to just reveal? I know that there's like a certain... I feel like we've achieved that pivotal point where guessing is becoming annoying. So like, do you want me to just out it? As soon as I say it, you're gonna like, the memory is gonna flood back in. It's gonna be like, oh shit. Using so much of my brain at 3 a.m. You're so brave for that. You tell me when to go. The mother. No. The one true Bay. My boy. The legendary Canuck. Unironically. Love him. Fuck that pirate bitch that took him away from me. This is what peak looks like. This is true peak. This is like the culmination. The culmination of everything I could ever want is Canuck. Sarcastic, witty, dapper, rich, plant, Canuck. The must. You wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand, Matt. You wouldn't understand. Canuck is everything I could ever hope for. I'm gonna guess Hornet from Silk Song. That is outrageous. So like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't get this. I don't understand. Like, I can't comprehend. Where he's constantly talking to the clone Countess Anise. Dude, I love that mission. I know exactly the one that you're talking about. The party one where he's like, yeah. The party one where she's doing her secret mission and he's like her forced bodyguard and he's talking to the clone while she's doing the secret mission. I know exactly the one. That's a child. See, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. I don't see it. I don't get it. I could blow up everyone here. What do you think of that? Yeah. Dude, I love Canuck as a character. He is hands down, like, I don't know. Oh, there we go. I feel like this is gonna be one of those things that if I try to like show clips, I feel like this is one of those things that if I try to show clips, it's not gonna capture the moments because like the context isn't there. Like, I don't know,
You seem distracted, Countess. What are you looking for in this crowd? I could lend my eyes and ears to your search. If there's nothing in particular you need me to do, would you mind if I help myself to some of your refreshments? Am I really so dull? Well, here's something interesting. Would you like to know how long a severed head remains conscious? I suppose not. Do let me know if you need me to do more than make debutantes and fops uncomfortable.
You seem uncomfortable being back home in the Grove, Blossom.
I despise both puns and pet names, Countess. But as long as you hold my billet, I will go where you need me.
Worried your mother might not approve of all your naughty misadventures?
I'm sure she has far larger concerns.
True. You are only one among her thousands of children. Not as dear to her as her firstborn, like our heroic Pack Marshal.
It may be wiser
to focus. This isn't
Why? You're stronger than this, Commander.
No,
I'm just glad I could return the favor.
This is what I was afraid of. This is what I was afraid of. If I tried finding examples, it won't be the good ones.
Glad to see you're alive. I was afraid you'd been caught in the blast.
We almost were.
Canuck, you're here under the orders
Countess Anise is very concerned about Cauticus's well-being. I'm to return him home, unless the innocent until proven guilty minister does something to change those plans.
She must be very hopeful your plans change.
I was instructed to be tight-lipped about it. But I will say this. Yes.
We can't just let him loose on Kryta. Or maybe all
it makes me giddy. I have to be tight-lipped. But yes. Like, I don't know. It's yeah. Oh yeah, we're playing a game. I forgot we were playing a game. Damn, dude. Playing a game. What time? It's 10:55. It's also almost been 4. So many legendary equipped on that person. Yeah, I could never. I kind of think I can barely type. I'm gonna get in bed. I think I'm gonna wrap up this interaction and then save and end, honestly, as well. Maintenance ends here. Now that we've completely derailed. Yeah, have a good night, Wiggle. Now that we've completely derailed, let's circle back, end this interaction, call it a night. We'll continue tomorrow. Actually, rather than maintenance, it was more like replacing perfectly fine parts and dusting off a bit. Not necessarily. Your maintenance day felt unusually rushed. Was it very uncomfortable? I'm sorry. Did I fuck up? No, rather the unusual rough touch was a different kind of stimulus. Okay. Thanks to that, I feel like the stress accumulated from being pushed around lately was relieved. To the point where I almost lost my mind. Okay. I'll take that as a compliment. While I was organizing the equipment, Leanne had entered story mode again and was waiting for me. No, don't do story mode. I'm trying to hurry up. My plan to distract her with maintenance seemed to have failed. I've made the payment and a piece of information as a tip. What is it? This year's Polar Night Day will be the biggest event ever, celebrating the 80th anniversary of Chroma City. They are secretly preparing an event of huge scale. More than now? The original scale was already huge. Correct, besides the power consumed by Chromatic Zenith was already borderline, but I heard it's going to be 3 times bigger this time. Where are they going to handle that much power from? So they plan to cut off power to the outskirts. No. Most citizens will be at the venue or sleeping anyway. So I judged it wouldn't be a big issue. If it becomes controversial, they can say it was a blackout. It's rational but cruel. What are people like me supposed to do? It might be, well, dude, we're getting dinner with Prey. It might be a good try changing your constitution. Wake up your dormant extroversion. And walk the night streets watching the festival's night view. The city with lights out is as quiet as your shop, and you don't have to worry about sweating in the crowds. Walking along the streets is scary. Both stability officers and terrorists are scary. If you're scared, maybe I could go with you. Well, even if it's not me, there's an option of walking with your sister. Unfortunately, Michelle isn't coming. You mean she's not coming to Chroma City for Polar Night? Leaving her brother, whom she's attached to, behind? Or does she live that far away? First of all, we don't have an attachment relationship. Since Michelle and I have a lot in common, she might not be interested in Polar Night just like me. As for where she lives, I don't know, it's probably been 2 years since we talked about such trivial things. We're mostly busy teasing each other. That's so. About walking with you, Leanne, I'll consider my schedule. No, we're gonna do the classic triple book. Acquaintance asked to have a meal. Oh no, I remembered. If that's around dinner time, it might be difficult. Oh, she's jealous. Oh fuck. Okay. Leanne, you have a scary look on your face. Dude, chill. I'm not angry. I just have something to check. I'll be going now. See you. I told you I'm not angry. I don't believe you. Think about the walk and contact me. I'll be waiting. I probably won't. It took a lot of courage. I believe you. Except I don't, because you've been doing that all night. Leanne hurried away as if she's really in a rush. She didn't receive any calls during our conversation, so did she suddenly remember a forgotten schedule? Man, we are denser than a fucking fruitcake. But the onrush fatigue began to take away my mind even faster. I should close up early than usual today so I can go murder more CEOs. That supplement, the effect was amazing. Perfect repair. Okay. To catch even the slightest noise at the nerve endings, your obsessive thoroughness is quite sexy, you know. Okay. Okay. I would double, dude, triple. We need chains on those bitches. We will save this here, though, and continue not tonight, because it's late and I need to do my Duolingo before I forget. But I hope it's been fun for you guys, interesting, at least. I don't know, I like it. It's, again, not the typical game that I would play, but I liked it enough that I do want to finish it, so I'll probably be, well, not probably, I will be back. Get rid of that passive voice. We will be back tomorrow to play more and finish. I don't know how much more there is, I don't know how long the game is, but we'll try to get it done. I was very down today, so this helped a lot. Thanks for streaming. Hey, thank you for coming. I hope, I feel like it was. I hope that it is prevalent, that while words are hard. I would hope that it was perceived that I was more energetic today. And I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I apologize that I have not been around as much as I have been previously, but I have been resting so I can come here fully enthused to spend time with you guys. And I hope that was prevalent today. So yeah, it was fun. We'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow, and depending on how quick this is, maybe we'll play something after. Proud of you for resting. Thank you. Thanks. Who is live? Rin is live. is also live. We're gonna do Rin because I want to watch more Slay the Spire. I was late today because I was watching Rin slay the Spire. Attempt to slay the Spire. So I'm gonna raid into Rin who's still attempting to slay the Spire. Stay for the raid, say hi to Rin. I'm gonna do ending stream things. Yeah, thank you so much for coming, chatting, lurking, being cool people as always. I'll be live tomorrow. Hope to see you there. If not, no worries. I will catch you next time. But yeah, have a good night, everybody. Take care and say hi to Rin as she's slaying the Spire. With, I think, somebody. I don't know. She doesn't. I see a little portrait in corner. But yeah. Take care. Bye-bye.